Hello, Klein now, you little bitch.
Hello, my favorite people in the whole wide world.
Good morning, everybody.
Whoa, sweet David Steak, did you see that?
Viva Klein Alley Show.
Let's get the show started. The show started. The show started.
We are live in Los Angeles. 3, 2, 1. And here we go.
It's Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The sonic pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
Oh, hell yeah. Welcome to your pre-Gwen Klein Alley Show on KROQ. It's going to be an eventful morning. If you want to travel internationally, Dublin, Ireland, see some Yungblud, give you a chance to hop on the standby boarding list for that Mile High Club KROQ trip, and that will be happening at 9 and again at 10 a.m. with us. And then, of course, skiers and snowboarders have been battling it out, Allie, for decades as to who truly does run the mountains. And today we will let skiers and snowboarders go head-to-head to earn themselves a spot on our trip to Breckenridge, Colorado. Oh, boy. I'm so glad Jake did that because it allows me to play this message where people just talk about how much they can't stand Jake yelling things in the background, which seems to be a theme around here.
Way to ruin a good thing, Jake. Everyone was excited about Breckenridge.
We were excited about Breckenridge. This guy says what we're all thinking right now.
Here's what guys, sweet did. As your local Colorado listener, hearing Jake say Breck every time you mention Breckenridge is so cringe. You don't talk like that here. Nobody says Breck except for California people who are pretending to be Colorado 8s or whatever. But Jake, I love you, man, but you got to stop with that. Go back to 6'7" or something.
No.
This whole thing, it's got to end, dude.
It almost is at a point where I'm excited to stop giving away these trips, and I couldn't wait to I wanted to give away as many as possible, but if we never mention it again, then we don't have to hear Jake yelling in the background again.
That's how strong Jake is. When he has a joke that's bad enough that he can hammer into your brain, it can ruin a really good thing fast.
We technically have a pile of Disneyland tickets, but I don't even want to start giving them out because of Jake. See, this is just going to sit on these for a while.
And why did you remind him about 6'7"?
Yeah, why did you bring that up? We finally moved past that. God damn it.
Speaking of bad jokes, doesn't he have some sort of bad joke that he wants to
Oh, my God.
tell
Does
us
he
all?
ever? He's told us through email. He's told all of us individually.
Oh, that's great.
Let's just get this out of the system now. Jake was at the Foo Fighters show last night, said it was a good time, and we got some audio to play from that a little bit later this morning. Nice tribute to Taylor, and Dave did a bunch of stuff. But I guess while Jake was at the show, he said he was struck with a moment of comedy genius in the form of what he calls the greatest dad joke he's ever thought
It's a great
of.
one, yeah.
And I even asked, I said, is it better or worse than that weird quarter pounder joke that you made last year?
The Royale with Otis?
And he said, it's on par. And I said, dear God.
All right, so let's start today's show with a real dud, and then we can move on and forget this ever happened. So, Jake, whenever you're ready, because I know that you have this weird Asperger's-y thing where you can't move on until we let this out of your system.
Yeah.
So whenever you're ready, go ahead, and then we can move on with the show.
How do foos from the hood say hi? Cello. Cello. Get it? Pretty good.
If we say nothing, will you just keep commenting on your own joke?
All right, let's go ahead and edit that part of the podcast. We are live now on KROQ. KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show.
Yesterday, something happened to me, and I wonder if it is the worst part of driving in Los Angeles. Now, I had to pick up my kid from school. It's a drive that I make every single day, and I know...
Is he still in the front seat, or did you put him back in the back?
I threw him in the back.
Smart.
But he is still doing the I'm a big kid now, I don't need a car seat, so we have to have that talk every single time now. But anyway, I spaced out, and I missed the exit to his school. And then immediately got caught in gridlock traffic.
Oh, when you miss your exit and then it goes to slow down bumper to bumper.
And I was like, no! And of course, every single time, there's never an exit. Like, there's exits on the freeway left and right everywhere you go.
Tons
and then
of
as
exits.
soon as you are stuck in a,
There's a 10-mile stretch where there's no exit.
That's how it is.
Or the next exit is a freeway. That's going to make things even worse.
Right.
And I was stuck in not my traffic. And my question for you
What do you mean,
is
not my traffic?
that wasn't my traffic to be stuck
Is that
in.
a race thing? What are you saying?
Hashtag not my traffic.
Who are these people?
Talk my traffic.
No, you're used to your own traffic. The traffic that you sit in every single day. That's my traffic. I'm stuck in that traffic on a daily basis. It's traffic that I've come to expect and know. When you're stuck in accidental or not your own traffic, is it harder to sit through? Because you know that it could have been avoided.
I'm going to tell you something even worse than what you just said, because that sucks. And I know that, like, when I even go home, I have 2 different exits I can get off at. And a lot of times I'll get off at the first one.
Because you don't want to chance something happen at the next one.
But when I don't, it will always be instant brake lights, and then it just, I don't know, it slows down. I go, why didn't I just get off and take sides? It's so stupid. But when you do that move where you miss the exit, you then sometimes have to back onto the freeway going the other direction. And sometimes the way you're going is clean, wide open, smooth sailing. But the other way is completely ass backed up.
And that's the worst because you know you didn't have to sit in that.
Then you basically created you created new traffic for you. Well, there's enough traffic. Like, you go where you go and you don't mess up, you're going to hit traffic. It's going to happen. This is the world we live in. This is where we live in the country. But when you do these things, like you said, the missed exit or the flip around, you're right. It's not my traffic.
It's not my traffic, and you know it could have been avoided in that I did this to myself through my own stupidity. And the turnaround process, never simple.
No.
Any other time, it's like, left and a left, and you're back on the freeway. But every time it happens to me, I got to do a curly Q and then a left and a right. And then for some reason, that direction is behind a gas station in a weird spot. Yes.
This is why when we met Wrong Way Gary, before he was One-Armed Gary, and he lost his job as a rideshare driver for driving the wrong way on the 405, I kind of relate a little bit, because there are some times, and I have done this, when I've done the miss, and I think to myself, oh, my God, I either got to drive for another couple of miles, then flip around, sit in that traffic. I will actually try to just see how long can I back up on the freeway before this looks like I'm doing something, before everyone gets the alert on their GPS that there's a wrong way driver.
And no 208. I didn't miss the exit because I was flicking the bean again.
Yeah.
I don't do that on the way to get my kid from school.
I think Allie's missing the exit on purpose so she can
good traffic.
commute a little bit longer.
I haven't done it on the 23 yet.
I'm close, but I'm not there yet, so I need to hit a few more exits, if you know what I'm saying. If you'd like Allie's money, call now. Thrifty Thursday. $100 could be yours next. 800-520-1067. Allie knows the news after this. No!
It's the KROQ Mile High Club. Your favorite KROQ bands all across the globe. Destination 1. Grab a pint. Kiss the Barney Stone. Pretend you understand rugby. When you see Yungblud in Dublin.
Yo, what's going on? This is Yungblud.
Listen every hour from 9 to 6 to instantly get on the standby boarding list. Courtesy by CLG. KROQ Mile High Club, Destination 1. Yungblud in Ireland. Keep listening to win.
The world famous KROQ.
$100, easy money. All you got to do is claim it. 800-520-1067. You can battle Allie. 5 questions about the news. If you just want to sit back and listen, see what you know about what's happening in the world. And yes, it does feel like there's lots and lots of bad news and scary news and sad news. And then there's the random stuff that we share with you during Allie Knows the News. And if you know more than she does, well, then she pays you her money. And we make the news fun again. That's our job every single day around
Remember
here
when
at
the news
KROQ.
was fun?
Yeah, the news is fun. We gamble on it. We have some good laughs. And now we say hi to Berkeley, listening to us in Orange County, California. Good morning, Berkeley.
Good morning.
Allie is going to leave the KROQ studios, the highlight of the day. And when she's out of there, sequestered, your round will begin. You get 5 questions. Answer them quickly, confidently, and accurately. And hopefully you do better than Allie so we can pay the people. Are you aware of the rules?
I am aware.
You're feeling confident and ready?
As confident as I can be.
All right, we will go with that. And here we go.
Allie Knows the News.
According to a new survey, Americans feel that this state has the best food in all of the United States of America. What state do most Americans think has the best food?
Ooh, I'm going to say Texas, because people love their barbecue.
All right, Texas. Definitely the fattest people there, so you would think they know a thing or two about food. We go to question number 2. Lego will be unveiling, or it's just unveiled, but will be officially releasing in late February, their first ever sets collabing with what to celebrate the 30th anniversary? Lego is collabing with what?
I want to say they're collabing with Universal Studios for a full park Lego.
Go to question number 3. Matthew McConaughey has trademarked what iconic movie line to protect it from AI misuse?
His line, all right.
Question number 4. Cup Noodle is debuting 3 new flavors just in time for the Super Bowl, inspired by what football food?
Wings?
And finally, the Rams have a football game to play this weekend. Who are they playing?
The Chicago Bears. The Bears.
All right, let's bring Allie and we'll score together. See how you do. See how she does. Maybe we pay the people. That's the goal of this every day, to make Allie go a little bit poorer while you get a little bit richer. We all have a good laugh, and then she's in a foul mood for the next 4 hours. It's fun for everyone except for her.
Hello.
Question number 1, Allie.
Yeah.
Americans have just responded to a new survey about what state in the U.S. has the best food. And they have decided that this state has the best food in all of America.
It's got to be New York. New York has great food.
He said Texas.
Yeah, but that's just barbecue. It's only one type of food.
And New York City has good food, but like New York as a state, you know.
Yeah, but I think if one city can carry the weight, and California has great food.
Well, you answered New York, he answered Texas. The correct answer is, of course, the state that we are currently sitting in right now. California, universally decided as having the best food in all of America. And I don't even think that's just like restaurant food and stuff. I think it's like, think of all of the stuff that...
Like the quality of food and like our access to avocados.
Yeah, we don't have like seasons here. I was like having like watermelon the other day. My mom's like, I don't get watermelon for another 6 months.
Yeah, no, that's so true. Going to another grocery store, you're like, where are the cherries?
She asked me to ship her artichokes. I'm like, I'm not what? I'm like, what am I going to start doing produce shipping? Not happening.
On the East Coast, some people have never even had an artichoke.
Never had it. They don't know what it is. We go to question number 2, tied up 0-0. Lego has announced that it will be doing its first ever sets collabing with what? Available late February to celebrate the 30th anniversary.
Is it Star Wars?
Oh, no, they've done a lot of Star Wars stuff. That is wrong. He said Universal, also wrong. Pokemon.
Oh, that's
the first ever Lego Pokemon collabs are coming. No one gets the point. Matthew McConaughey has trademarked what iconic movie line to protect it from AI misuse?
It's got to be all right.
He said the same exact thing, and that is the line from Dazed and Confused.
All right.
That's AI. That's not McConaughey. I don't like the way you're doing AI.
I can't tell the difference.
All right.
Oh, that's McConaughey.
Him.
It's unbelievable.
Such a good guy.
Go to question number 4. Tied up, by the way, right now. Question 4. Cup Noodle is debuting 3 new flavors just in time for the Super Bowl, inspired by what football food?
I mean, it's got to be wings. It's probably the number 1 football food.
Berkeley, you said wings as well, correct?
Yes, I did.
That is the correct answer. 3 new chicken wing-inspired cup noodles.
Like so buffalo,
I would imagine. Yeah.
Teriyaki.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that is correct. How disappointed would you be if you went to someone's place for a Super Bowl party and you're like, I smell wings. Like, no, that's just cup noodle wing inspired.
Even if I had teriyaki wings, I would be like, what are you doing?
Right. I want regular buffalo wings.
regular buffalo wings.
Dude, I went to a party, or not a party, but it was a football viewing, like for the playoffs, and they had those BS cauliflower wings.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And did they not tell you?
Doing? Nope. I would have brought my own.
Disappointing, I know.
Yeah.
People, they love to try to say, like, look, if you close your eyes, you can't tell the difference.
Yeah,
You're like, yes.
Like, oh, those are trash.
I'm not ripping any cartilage off with my teeth here. This is all just cauliflower.
Just getting healthy. And that's
Final
wrong.
question. Speaking of football, Rams have a game this weekend. Allie, who are they playing?
The Bears.
He got that as well. So look at that. At the end of it all, it's a complete boring tie.
All right.
Hey, that's right, McConaughey. You said it. So you can't get Allie's money, but Berkeley, because I like you and I like the way you played the game, I'm going to send you some buffalo wings made of cauliflower.
I'll take it.
All right. Now, hold on. We'll get you something. Hold on. Give this guy something. We got a bunch of crap back there in the office. Our trash is this man's treasure, and that's what you get for joining us for some Allie Knows the News.
A bunch of crap.
Which is better still than the buffalo cauliflower. It's KROQ, We Are Klein Alley Show. Good morning. KROQ, We Are Klein Alley Show. And, just a moment ago, we were all excited because California was voted best state for food in the entire country. And then you win some, you lose some. And the news came out earlier this week that we have the world's worst tourist attraction in the world, which is It's pretty crazy to think about. If you think of all of the many, many, many tourist traps, tourist attractions, every city, every major city has them. And we have the worst one in the entire world right here on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in the heart of Hollywood.
The Walk of Feces.
The Walk of Feces.
But I do think that it is gross, and maybe once you reach it and do a little walk down, you're like, okay, maybe it's not as cool as I thought it was. But it's free.
It is free.
You can't be pissed at something that's free. I spent so much money going to that damn Eiffel Tower, and then right beforehand, they were like,
free? What are you talking about?
No, it's not.
You look at it all day for free.
No, you got to pay if you want to walk up the stairs.
Yeah, and then you got to pay to go to the first floor or the second floor, and then if you want to go to the
small,
top, it's
right,
even
Allie?
more. Yeah, it's small. No, it's actually massive. But once I waited hours in line, and then once I got to the front, they were like, top's closed. I was like, what do you mean top's closed? They were like, sometimes they just close it. And so then after all that, I could only go to the second floor, and it was freezing, and I was starving, and I was like, get a couple of pictures. So then the line to get back into the elevator to go down was so long, we ended up taking the stairs down, which is a 20-minute flight of stairs that you're going down. So
you're carrying your kid?
Oh, yeah. He's doing the stairs, too. It was but
what's that cost you to do that?
Well, we did
like
one of those
$50?
things where they're like, you can help skip the line if you do a group. So it was probably $150 for the three of us.
To walk up some stairs?
To walk up a bunch of stairs and be starving and freezing for hours. And that's the thing is, yes, it's really cool and beautiful, but the amount of effort, time, and money that was spent was not worth it at all.
Yeah, but you also tell yourself, you convince yourself when you go anywhere where there's one of those, quote, wonders of the world or iconic buildings, you go like, well, when else are we going to be here? Might as well. Like, it's almost like you say to yourself, I should just do it. Why would I not do it? I'm here. But then you do it and you go, was that worth the time or the money? And was there anything cool about it? This is going to be a very unpopular opinion. I like the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
So do I.
I enjoy it. I like.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You just don't go for the Hollywood Walk of Fame. You go for that particular area.
If I parked in a certain area,
and I'm a season ticket holder at Pantages, so I'm always there.
But you're not going out of your way. If you park and get street parking, and you can take one street that doesn't have the Walk of Fame and one street that does, you'll take the scenic route, so to speak.
In fact, let me tell you something right now. You guys are going to make fun of me for this. My drive to work has changed this year slightly, and I used to take Highland all the way down until I hit Wilshire to get here. Now I will actually cut down Hollywood. I will cut off of Highland onto Hollywood, and I'll drive with my windows down every morning. And
so you can smell the fresh urine.
And I like to soak in the fresh leave-ins from the night before.
Yeah. And then if you have to go number one, you're at the Walk of Fame. You're like, might as well.
Hollywood.
I'm here.
I like it. I don't know. I find that to still
That's showbiz, baby.
I still get it exhilarating. I remember the first time I was walking around and I was just like not really paying attention. I looked down. Next thing I know, I'm standing on some Humphrey Bogart or some who the hell knows person, and I'm like, whoa! I'm like, that's one of the stars I've seen so much about. It's not. I think tourists, and by the way, that place is obviously crawling with tourists always. They seem very happy. They're always taking, look, Britney Spears, take a picture. They love it.
What's that accent you're doing there?
I don't know. General tourist.
Generic Eastern European man.
Generic tourists wearing multiple fanny packs with lots of cameras. And they seem to really get a kick out of it, too.
Do you feel, though, that it is more or less overrated than the Hollywood sign? Because seeing the Hollywood sign when you get there, you're like, wow, but that's kind of it. The wow factor ends quickly. Versus something like the Grand Canyon where you can wow for a very long time.
I've never gone up to the Hollywood sign. Like, I think there's a hike you can do or something.
I did that hike, where you go basically to the back of it.
But I've looked at it. I've read it. I know what it says. It says Hollywood.
Yeah, I've seen it from like the Griffith Observatory. It looks pretty cool from that angle, but to do all the hike just to see the back of a sign, I don't get it.
Yeah. Like, there's no way this is the worst attraction in the U.S. Have you been to the Alamo? It sucks.
Dude, the world. In fact, I got the list here of the other ones that made it, and it's kind of interesting.
Hoover Dam, is that on the list?
Hoover Dam.
Riverwalk, that sucks.
None of those are on the list. I saw Anne Frank's apartment. That sucked. I'll be honest. I thought that was a real waste of time.
As a
and
Jewish
effort.
man, that's very insulting.
I said this sucks, this thing.
You really did see it and thought it sucked?
Yeah, no gift shop.
I thought it was fascinating. Well, because of the story, and you kind of feel like what she went through in that little place. You know?
Can feel it in the walls.
Yeah.
So, her family hid here for years.
It wasn't. Look, there was no fun. It wasn't fun.
Well,
It's not
I don't think it was
supposed to be
meant to be fun.
Okay, well.
What do you want, like a little bouncy house in there?
Wasn't like you'd think they'd do like an escape room or something.
All right, now let's take some old-timey
An
photos.
escape room.
All right, hold up the potatoes. Hold them up.
The second thing on the list of bad tourist attractions after Hollywood Walk of Fame, Dead Sea. Then beneath that, the Grand Bazaar, which is in Turkey. I think it's that giant outdoor market that you always see. Everyone's like
You have to
going
say
at.
Grand Bazaar.
The Great Wall of China was fourth.
That seems like it would be really cool.
I would think that would be fascinating. But once again, once you're there, I guess you're just walking on a wall for a while. And then you're like, what am I doing?
Yeah, but you're also like, there's also the age factor. That wall is old as hell. So you're like, wow, I'm walking on these, I don't know how old they are, but aren't they like thousands of years old? That has some kind of staying power.
Stonehenge is on the list.
Dude, that would be cool to see.
Cool.
I would think so. But once again, it's cool to see, I guess, with your own eyes. But maybe the idea is it doesn't hold up because you've seen so many pictures that when you finally see it, you're like, it's just a bunch of boulders.
Well, and because people were messing with the rocks, they created this big barrier, so you can't really get that close to it. And once you're up there, you do have to travel kind of a long way to get to it, and it's the only thing in that area that is interesting at all.
Plus, you only want to go during the solstice, and then it's packed.
Yeah, and then it's overly packed. But I remember getting there, and then they were like, so let me tell you about these rocks. And I'm like, I'm not going to remember any of this.
Is there a tourist attraction in L.A. that you actually like one that you think is a strong one that always holds up? Because I got one that I think I get impressed by every time. I don't see it often, but every couple of years I'll like walk and I'll be like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Do you consider like Malibu Beach, any of the beaches or like the pier?
Natural. I feel like that's natural. That's not man-made.
Hollywood sign isn't natural?
No, that's not
pier
natural.
isn't.
That was man-made.
The pier is a thing.
Yeah, the pier.
People go to see the pier.
I think the Venice, like that little neighborhood in Venice on the canals.
Yes.
It's kind of cool just because it's got a lot of character to it.
When I first,
but a homeless city,
Right,
dude.
of
There's
course.
so many homeless.
You're
there.
right, homeless city,
It's
baby.
crazy.
but the actual homes, beautiful.
Let's take all these people out here, put them in these homes.
Tell the tourists, don't worry
That'd be
about that
great.
part.
So congratulations to the Hollywood Walk of Fame and to all of the dirty Spider-Man and misshapen SpongeBobs and middle-aged cat ladies that are walking around there. You are officially the world's worst tourist attraction.
310 said anything that's free sucks.
Well, there is
Interesting theory.
Quality control. By the way, our show's still free. It's a good point from 562. No way the Walk of Fame is worse than the tar pits. End of story. Yeah, whenever I'm critical,
It's a pit of tar.
Whenever I'm critical about the tar pits, there's always someone that works in that works for that museum there, and they get very defensive. No, I don't. No, not that LACMA. There's like a little stupid museum inside the tar pits.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, it's like a history of tar exhibit or something. And
Tar pit defenders are the worst.
They are the worst. But
I walked by that one time and I didn't even know what it was, and they were like, "This is a huge deal. It's a pit of tar." I was like, "I don't care."
It's not fun to look at, but also it smells terrible. So it's got a lot going for it.
951 said that the Mona Lisa, I'm sorry, but that was the most underwhelming thing. It's cool to see, but it's so tiny and you have to go through so much just to get to it.
Sometimes I think it's better to not see these things that we've seen over and over again in movies and everywhere else, and then you get them in real life. And every once in a while you're like, whoa, mind blown. That was kind of cooler than I expected. Maybe like looking up at the Sistine Chapel ceiling or something. And then there's other ones where you're like, thought it was going to be better.
But it's also, sometimes it's ruined by other tourists. Everyone is there for the same reason,
Right.
and they're just getting, pictures, and it just kind of taints the whole experience. And you're like, this was just gross.
More often than not, it's tourists that ruin tourist experiences.
Hey, y'all. I tried to get my coworker to start listening to you guys. So if Junior listens tomorrow, hey, Junior, keep listening. Listen for 3 days. I forgot to tell you this. Listen at least for 3 days. Because it can be a little weird at first, but keep going because they're great and I love them, and just keep going, keep listening because you're going to love it. And then you won't be able to stop listening just like I haven't for the past 5 years.
Whoa.
So, okay.
Thank you, Junior, for checking out the show. And it's always the best thing you could possibly do is tell some other people about us. But you must force them against their will to listen for 3 full days to get the actual experience because they will hate us at first.
She even spoke like it was a bit of a burden.
She did. These past 5 years sound like they're really draining to her.
What a slog.
We take a quick break. When we return, we have your A.D.D news, then a brand new hour of the show. And that will be the hour that we give skiers and snowboarders the opportunity to battle each other to decide who belongs on top of the mountain and with us on our trip to Hotel Alpenrock, Breckenridge, Colorado, happening early March. We've got more spots on the plane, more lift tickets to give you, and that'll be happening next hour right here on KROQ.
World famous KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ.
Let me ask you. Find out what's going on in the world with a look at your A.D.D news. Then a brand new hour of the show can officially begin. That is the hour where someone listening right now, could be you, will be packing up your skis, snowboards, or maybe you're a renter. That's okay. We don't judge. And we will see you with us. Hotel Alpenrock, Breckenridge, Colorado, round-trip airfare, 3-night hotel stay. Well, 3 nights, man. We are hooking it up. March 5th through the 8th. Lift tickets. Breckenridge Mountain. It's going to be a great time. Luxury has arrived in Breckenridge. Check out the new Hotel Alpenrock that sits slopeside, just steps away from Peak 9. We get you into all of that coming up next hour. If you're a skier or a snowboarder and you would like to battle for mountain supremacy, you'll have a chance to go head-to-head and win yourself a spot on our plane, and we will get to all of that coming up after this.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
So there were a lot of very pissed off Verizon customers yesterday. We are all addicted to our phones, so imagine a crack addict having to all of a sudden go without crack for 12 hours straight with no warning. Thousands of Verizon users had no service yesterday for the whole day. Most of them were located in L.A., so their phones were just stuck in SOS mode. That's the worst, when that SOS comes up on your phone, a little picture of a satellite just mocking you,
That
like,
was me.
figure it out.
That
Is it an
was-
emergency?
That was my whole day yesterday. And every 5 seconds, I was like, oh, you know who I should call to figure this out? And then I would go, nope, can't call.
I know you feel like, I want to complain, but how do I complain?
I was even trying to call Verizon to say what the hell's going on. I couldn't even call them.
Yeah, so they did resolve it, and then they said they didn't give a reason, but
course not.
they did say they would. But they did say, we let you down. We realize we let you down, and that they said they were going to issue credits, but it likely will be very small. It will be something between 30 cents to $1 in credit.
Oh, worth it.
And if you think about how much money was lost during that time period for people who work on their phones, they conduct meetings on their phones, they pretend to work on their phones, they play sports bets on their phones.
It's actually probably the most productive people actually were at their real jobs.
I know. They're like, I have to, I guess, finish this report.
Work productivity was up 20,000% yesterday.
But if you get disgruntled enough as a customer, and this happens, and it's 12 hours, and then they give you a measly dollar for it, you start going, oh, yeah, that Billy Bob Thornton's been telling me about T-Mobile in that desert for a while.
Right.
Maybe it's time to make a switch.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I think I'm out.
really?
On
think
Verizon, really?
I think I'm out.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
But you bundle. Don't you bundle?
Yeah, I know. That's the whole problem. As soon as they explain the unbundling part, I'm going to be like, fine, you got me again. I'll reset.
Let me explain the
I don't know what the hell
unbundling
you're talking
process.
about.
Just charge me double and hang up.
I got frustrated. I was like, I got to get out of this.
All right, it's that time of year. You can't say January's boring when things like this are going on. It is time for Egg Watch 2026 with Jackie and Shadow, the bald eagles of Big Bear.
A very exciting time for Big Bear's beloved residents. Volunteers at the Friends of Big Bear Valley organization are officially on Egg Watch for bald eagles Jackie and Shadow. The duo has been busy this week, gathering sticks and reinforcing
What have
their
they been
nets.
doing?
Eggs can be laid anytime now.
She's really upset about it. What are they doing?
April. Last year, Jackie laid her first of 3 eggs on January 22nd.
So there you go. Love is in the air.
Please date this woman. I think she needs it.
Hey, I'm pretty dumb when it comes down to animals, but they don't do it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Of course.
They do?
You know what? I actually
Is
really
there a
high
video of two birds
I've
doing
seen
it?
birds do it. They fly
What?
together. They fly inserted in each
Or
other.
they
Whoa!
or they like sit on a fence, and it's crazy. I was really drunk and high one night, and my wife and I went down a rabbit hole about how birds have sex because
Wait,
we just
so
had no idea.
Are chickens just getting impregnated left and right then?
Yeah, that's why you have roosters, pretty much.
Whoa!
They're just
lucky
going around
guy
going like,
that rooster is.
But I think it's just like a little thing that just pokes out, and then it's like, boom, done, and then they move on to the next.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't
wow.
know.
So kind of like
It's-
Klein.
Yeah, it's like a Klein
Yeah, I
situation.
don't think there's a lot of pleasure in there. I think it's
Right.
mostly just
like
like
mine.
yeah, just like me. I mean, my pleasure's one-sided, but
But it's the
just,
same reasoning of like, if it happens fast enough, they won't care.
Yeah.
Right. I've tried that before. I've said that.
Like before
It'll be quick.
The girl's like, wait, what? It's over. All right, fine.
I don't have time to come up with an excuse.
I like the idea of owning a piece of a stadium that doesn't exist anymore. When Candlestick got torn down in San Francisco, a friend of mine bought some of the seats from the stadium. It was so cool. It was a real flex, I think, to have that in your garage, your place. But I wonder if this is considered a flex, and I don't know, because the Bills fans now have the opportunity to buy the urinal troughs from Highmark Stadium, which is being torn apart. I think this is the last season, right, in that stadium?
I believe so, yeah.
And before the new stadium's complete. And there's other items, of course, that you can buy. Like a single stadium seat is $550. A pair is $650, which is not that much. If you're considering having a piece of memorabilia like that, it's at least a little more affordable than other things, which just seem like astronomical in price. But would you have a urinal trough in like a man cave going like that?
There's not enough cleaning in the world to be able to get that stank off of that.
I agree. I think the grossest surface, the grossest surface on planet Earth is any stadium trough, and I include Dodger Stadium. I mean, they all just seem so.
But I think they would say not, because it's sterile, isn't it? It's probably clean, just smelly.
I mean, whoever bought that, and it will get sold. Someone will buy it. They'll think it's really cool. I don't know if they'll use it probably as the trough. I don't think they'll move a trough into their house and be like, all of a sudden I have a trough. They'll probably turn it into like a cooler, which is even grosser.
Oh, that would be cool, though. In theory, if we had a urinal trough right behind you,
yes,
would you use it?
Yeah, I like using. Well, no, that's not true.
Well, now that you're Mr. Water Guy, you need it.
Well, he needs a trough because he's a pig man.
Yeah, I do need a trough.
For eating and peeing.
There's multiple reasons here.
I need a trough for eating. This is my one-stop trough. This is where I go.
3 different troughs now.
Get into a brand new hour of the show after No Doubt, and it should be a decent one. Stick around, KROQ. Good morning.
It's Klein Alley Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles. This is the world famous KROQ.
Oh, yeah, good morning, KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show. If you need us, you can call. You can text 800-520-1067. This hour on the show, we will be giving away a trip for you to come hang with us. There's the rub. Got to go with us, but we'll be heading to Breckenridge, Colorado, fly to Denver, take the ride up the mountain, and that's where all the fun can officially begin at Hotel Alpenrock. We got your hotel covered, your airfare covered, your lift tickets covered. And this is the hour that we will determine once and for all who runs the mountain, skiers or snowboarders. There was a time when people skied, and then they're like, all right, I want to be cooler, or I smoke enough weed, I'm going to go be a snowboarder now. And then skiing kind of made a bit of a resurgence to, like, you could be a cool skier. That existed.
Retro.
And now it's hard to tell anymore who really reigns supreme, who runs the show up on top of the mountain. And this is the hour where we will let skiers battle snowboarders head-to-head. Ultimate prize, a trip with us to Colorado.
Agree or disagree that car drivers versus bikers is the same as skiers versus snowboarders? Like, it's the same. They get annoyed with each other, but they have to share the road, have to share the mountain.
Except the way that it works is that you're supposed to give, I think you're supposed to give the right of way to bicyclists, but bicyclists
but they're all entitled in their stupid clicky heels.
Yeah, they do. They do, especially when they get in like a weird pack of a bunch of like middle-aged men in spandex.
Yeah,
and they're like, we're taking over this road.
Screw you and your big calves.
And you're like, I could run you all off the road right now.
I'm in a car, damn it.
Well, I feel bad because you're all wearing tights. So,
and I feel like there's the same rivalry between skiers and snowboarders.
Yeah, it's been an ongoing rivalry for a while, and I know that there's some people that do both. They are, bi-curious, I guess, so they go back and forth.
Hot.
But this is the opportunity for you to prove once and for all. That'll be coming up later this hour with that trip up for grabs, and lots of other things to get to this hour as well. We'll meet the neighbors and do much more. If you need us, we are a very interactive show. Do you think you were raised right? There's a question right now and an answer that if you do these things as an adult, it means that you were raised right. And if you don't do these things, or
if you don't exhibit these behaviors,
then there's something wrong with the way you were brought up. And sure, we all have things we can blame our parents on, not being around or not teaching us things, or loving my sisters more than me, or being a middle child. There are a million things you could blame on your parents. But the reality is, at some point, you're supposed to pick some stuff up just to be a decent person living in society. And if you don't pick those things up, then people could just say, that person, blame, no one likes to take the blame.
Blame the parents.
Blame the parents.
Well, and if the parents didn't teach you manners
right,
or how to behave yourself, say, on an airplane or in public, then that's their fault, at least according to this. So,
or they tried and tried and tried, and you said, I'm not using a fork. I got 2 hands. So why do I need a fork?
There are certain battles that you're just going to lose.
Certain battles you're going to lose. I got 10 fingers here. What, do I use a fork?
My mother really gave up on my manners at the table. Like, after trying for a long time, she wanted to send me to one of those schools.
Oh, like
etiquette schools?
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yes,
Wow.
because I would dip my spaghetti in my Coke and then slurp it out of my Coke. And I would also sometimes eat with my foot on the table. Like I would literally eat like a cave person and put my foot on the table and eat like scoop like this.
Up until what age did this happen?
Gosh, I think she gave up when I was like 7 or 8.
And she's still doing it.
Yeah.
And she still makes fun of the way I eat.
Yeah, that's right.
But they say if you, and I don't know if you want to give yourself a ding for every one of these that you potentially do or anybody on the show. Talking over people. We all do this, I think. Using your phone during in-person conversations.
Well, come on. Who doesn't do that? I mean, come on. That's crazy. What are we supposed to make eye contact and talk?
Gossiping about other people.
It's the best part of the day.
I mean, hey, gossip has existed for thousands of years, and it is what brought early tribes together as a people. Okay?
Yeah.
Gossip is important.
If it wasn't for gossip, I don't really know what else we could talk to each other about.
What would we say?
Right.
What would we do? And they didn't have phones back then. What else were they going to do?
So these are all bad things?
Yeah, these are all rude behaviors that if you do these things, you were not raised right.
I was so excited I was getting a perfect score for the first time ever. I was
Criticizing others?
Everyone's critical about everyone else, but not necessarily in a mean way.
Yes,
right?
you are.
Yeah, you mean me all the time.
Well, yeah, that's a perfect example. I was just thinking of Jake.
Yeah, Jake is deserves it.
People have said that you're too mean to me.
That's tough love. That's do more better, Jake.
Being chronically late?
Not me, yeah.
Okay. Judging others for their choices.
Well, if you made a bad
insert
choice.
finger painting that Jake bought here.
Yeah, right, yeah.
The oil painting.
But Jake doesn't count because he does a lot of stupid things.
Canceling plans at the last minute?
Okay, I'll give myself a ding.
Not cleaning up after yourself? I believe Vanessa would probably chime in here with the many bins that you've left in the
I cleaned up. I got rid of all those bins.
Actually, Klein cleans up after Johnny a lot of times.
That's
right. That's true. You know what? And there was a big workplace discussion about Johnny leaving his dishes unwashed in the sink for an extended period.
Yeah, I clean up after myself and others as well. I try to leave the place better than I found it.
Yeah, you leave my dishes in the sink no more.
Well said, Johnny. Well said. You were raised
right. And finally, number 9, cutting in line.
Oh, God, I hate lines. I do hate lines. But
do you think your mother would be disappointed by your score just now?
Yes, but the cutting in line, I wouldn't cut in front of other people in a line. I would just either...
What are you talking about? That's like the definition of cutting in line.
You would just do it behind their backs.
I would not. I would try to figure out I would try to convince like a cashier to open up another line. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't do like...
That's the same thing, though. If you convince somebody to open it and you get ahead of others, you're being in front of them.
I would never do like what Allie did at the Jungle Cruise and pretend I'm trying to catch up with my family.
I was catching up with my family.
I cut it.
I didn't want it.
I would never do that because I feel like everyone, especially I know what it feels like to be the person that gets cut in front. It's a terrible feeling.
But you would like to find a way to bypass the line. So you want to cut in line without it being obvious that you're cutting the line or without other people knowing that you're cutting the line.
Klein doesn't cut. He schmoozes. He's done it a couple times where I'm in line and he'll be like, Johnny, and he'll come up and like...
Yeah, like, when they do like the In-N-Out truck here at work sometimes, that line is like 1.5 miles long. And then I'll see like Johnny's like third in line. And I'll be like, hey, Johnny, quick question. I'll start talking to Johnny about...
we all have a quick question.
He's so smart. He's so smart.
Right. All right, so I was raised wrong, you're saying.
Well, I also remember in Vegas when we were waiting in a long taxi line, you were like, let me figure this out. And you went to a different taxi or Uber that was in line. You were like, hey, you did your little grease the palm thing, and we skipped that line.
I thought I stopped a stranger in the street and said, we'll just give you money if you drive us where we need to go.
Yeah, there was a few different things that you did. But we did get to the show much faster that way.
But that's not cutting in line because...
Well, there was a whole line of people.
That's coming up with a different solution.
But beating the system. I like that.
You're smarter than the people that are just sitting in line.
Yeah, bunch of lemmings sitting around waiting for cabs. Of course. Yeah, you gotta convince a stranger.
Criticize their choices.
Yeah, that's right. We got to take a break. When we get back, if you're a skier or a snowboarder, you'd like to travel with us and you'd like to go ahead and earn some dominance on top of the mountain and prove once and for all that you reign supreme in the snow, call us now. Skiers, snowboarders, your chance to battle each other over the airwaves of KROQ happening next.
It's the KROQ Mile High Club.
Your favorite KROQ bands all across the globe.
Destination 1. Grab a pint. Kiss the Blarney Stone. Pretend you understand rugby. When you see Yungblud in Dublin.
Yo, what's going on? This is Yungblud.
Listen every hour from 9 to 6 to instantly get on the standby boarding list. Courtesy by CLG. listening to win
The world famous KROQ.
A lot of battles in society. I don't know if there's a bigger battle out there than the skier snowboarders. And sure, they get along, and you can be friends, and some can ski and some can snowboard, and that does happen. But historically, it has been a rivalry, and people judge each other. Sometimes boarders go, I won't ride the chairlift with snowboarders.
I was just thinking of the
skiers."
chairlift.
Yeah.
When a single snowboard or a single skier get on there, they're definitely moving to the outside of that lift as much as possible.
So we're going to give you the opportunity right now to win yourself an amazing trip with us. If you're a skier or a snowboarder, you'll be thrilled when we head up 13,000 feet into the heavens. We make our way to Colorado, Breckenridge. It's going to be a great trip. It is Klein Alley Snow live, Hotel Alpenrock in Breckenridge, Colorado. You'll get yourself airfare for 2 3-night hotel stay at a Hotel Alpenrock, and we'll be going there early March, but we got to get your name ready to go so we get your tickets, get you on the plane, and it's going to be a great time. Luxury accommodations, the ski valet, the slope side, everything's amazing, and you will be treated like a true rock star. So the question is, how do you win your way in today? Well, we were going to let skiers and snowboarders battle it out in the ultimate feud because, as you know, Allie, they all are on the same powder, but I think they look at it very differently.
Well, and I think that new snowboarders are very tough to deal with. Skiers, they're good skiers. They're kind of shooting right down the mountain. And a new snowboarder is making that giant snake all the way across the mountain. And it's so easy to run into them, and they don't know how to stop, and they're falling all the time. So it's easy to get irritated by a newish snowboarder.
Representing, there's going to be a couple of battles, back and forth, head-to-head battles, skiers versus snowboarders. If you win your head-to-head battle, you will move on. And then someone will actually win themselves this amazing trip. You get to bring a friend with you or a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a husband, a wife. Just the only rule we have is no lame-os. No lame-os allowed on the mountain.
If you married a lame-o,
yeah.
Sorry for you.
Jake will be there. Our lame-o quota is totally covered. So we don't need more lame-os. Let me say hi to Brad. I'm going to assume on name alone he's a snowboarder, but let's figure it out. Hey, Brad, are you representing skiers or snowboarders?
Snowboarders.
How long you been snowboarding?
Give or take 15, 16 years.
Burton, what's your brand?
Burton, all day.
All right. That is Brad right there. Brad is representing snowboarders. Representing skiers now. Let me say hi to, this is Alex. Alex, you are representing skiers.
Good morning.
Good morning. And you're a skier with the poles, or you know poles?
No, I go poles.
You go poles. All right, fair enough.
Yeah. You know, some of those skiers have those like short little skis.
Oh,
like
yeah, the
little
tiny
baby
skis. Yeah, those are adorable.
I'm like, what are you doing?
You go baby skis, you go full-sizers?
You know, that's funny you ask. I just found a pair of skis in our garage. We're doing a garage clean out right now, and the skis, they're really old, and they're super tall. But I think these days it's baby skis.
We asked a bunch of people the following questions, and we're only looking for the number one answer. And if you have the number one answer, then you will win your round, but you will both get a chance to go. So here we go. We asked 100 people, name a reason why someone would fall while going down the mountain.
Ice.
Brad is going to say ice is his answer. He's locked in first. Alex, what is your answer? I have the number one answer here.
You crash into someone else.
Okay. On this list, these are the top answers. There is accidentally hit a bump or mogul. That was number 3. Number 2 was going too fast. The number one answer for why someone would fall on the mountain is ice.
Oh, really?
Ice is proving to be a big problem everywhere. So hold on 1 second. Brad, you have made it through round 1. Hold on 1 second. This is very exciting now. Brad is a step closer to hopping on the plane, representing snowboarders. Allie, it's a second round now. We have a skier and we have a snowboarder. Representing snowboarders. His name is Garen. Of course it is.
Garen?
Garen from the 818. Good morning, Garen, and welcome to KROQ.
Good morning.
How long you been snowboarding?
About 20 years.
You wear a helmet?
No.
Is a helmet for losers?
No.
For
it's just helmet for whoever wants to wear a helmet.
Yeah, but you're just not a helmet guy.
I'm not a helmet guy. I've never been a helmet guy.
All right, grandfathered into it like those old school hockey players. All right, Garen is going to battle a skier who is waiting right now. This is David. David, you are full-time skier, poles, all poles?
All poles.
All poles. And do you usually dislike snowboarders, or do you feel like there's plenty of room on the mountain for everyone?
You know, I'm a happy guy. The snow's for everybody.
Uh-huh. And have you ever attempted to snowboard and went back to skiing because you couldn't do it?
No, I did a little bit of snowboarding, but I like skiing better.
Are you like a mogul skier? Like, do you do the black diamonds?
No, I just kind of just do mellow,
I've got the top 5 answers here right now. Once again, if you think you have the answer, you must yell it out. You'll both get a chance to lock in, but it's only the number one answer that we'll get to move on. It's another skier-snowboarder battle right now. Here we go. Question number 2. Name a body part that hurts after a day of skiing or snowboarding. David, go ahead.
Your ankles.
Ankles, okay. You have a chance to answer as well. Garen.
Your actual whole core of your body.
Somehow.
Like the center core of your butt.
Center core.
I would say butt.
You're going
say
to
butt.
go with butt.
I'm going to go with butt.
All right.
That's a good guess.
Number 4 was feet. Number 3 is back. Number 2, legs, knees. Number 1, ankles is the number 1 answer, which means our skier moves on and gets an opportunity to now battle it out. Allie, it's come down to this. What are the odds? In the finals now, 1 trip up for grabs. It's a skier and a snowboarder meeting in the finals. This is very exciting now.
Now we'll have them come in studio and beat each other to the death.
Now they will actually get to punch each other in the face. And whoever stands up. So in a second, it's a finals battle. And if these guys are unable to perform, then who knows? Maybe that trip just goes to you for sitting around listening to KROQ right now. So our skier and our snowboarder will be coming to the finals where they will play the ultimate board. It's the full board, Allie. Whoever gets more out of 5 will win, and that is after this on KROQ. Klein Alley Show. About to figure this out once and for all, Allie. Who reigns supreme on the mountain? Skiers, snowboarders. The ultimate feud that's been happening now for decades and decades and decades, and we will prove that to you when we take our show on the road and head to Breckenridge, Colorado, Hotel Alpenrock. We'd love you to join us. You'll have more chances to win your way in today and tomorrow, and then there's another bonus opportunity, I believe, at KROQ.com. It'll be a great trip. We'd love you to be on it. And for those of you that can't make it, we'll be doing live shows from there, so you can at least join us through the power of this radio. So, Allie, we met a few skiers and snowboarders, and the winners of their rounds got to move forward. Brad has been a snowboarder for 16 years, and he has now made his way into the finals, which means you are 1 moment away from winning this trip. Brad, what would be your reaction if we decided you get to go on the plane and come with us to Colorado?
I'd be pretty stoked. It'd be worth being late for my tea time, that's for sure.
All right.
Life is good for you, huh, Brad?
It is right now.
You're supposed to be golfing right now? Is that what you're saying? And you're going to be late for a tea time?
I mean, technically, I'm supposed to be working, but golfing. But
Got
yeah.
it.
It's a long story.
All right, I get
sounds
it.
better than both.
He is a skier, and he's been skiing for almost the exact same amount of years, Allie. A 15-year skier. This is David. He's made his way to the finals as well. In the final round, guys, it's top 5 answers are on the board, and you get to go back and forth. Whoever scores best at the end of this will win the trip. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right, David and Brad, here we go. This is the question that we asked 100 people. Name a way that people actually embarrass themselves when on the mountain.
Getting off the ski lift.
Oh, man.
Who was that?
That was Brad.
Brad, that is on the list of 5. You get yourself a point. Getting off or falling off the ski lift is one of the answers. David.
I'm here.
What is your answer? Same question.
I said getting on the ski lift.
That's anxiety-provoking, too.
That is sadly not on the list.
Why do they make getting off it so hard?
I don't know.
Sometimes it's like such a slope. I'm like, give me a minute. Ramp up.
It's the time crunch more than anything. Brad, back to you now. Once again, whoever gets to 3 first will win this entire round and the trip. Brad, go ahead.
Standing up on the snowboard.
Standing up on the snowboard is not What are the top 5 ways people embarrass themselves on the mountain? David, chance for you to tie this up right now.
I mean, if you think you're a skier but you're not, and you don't have the right equipment.
I don't even know what the hell you just
Man,
said.
so you wouldn't have a ski and have, like, what, tennis rackets on your feet?
What am I doing here? What is my bocce ball
These
kit?
are squeegees.
Guys, first of 3. This could take forever. We needed one more. This is ways people embarrass themselves on the mountain. The top 5 ways. There's a lot of ways. Allie plans on embarrassing herself hundreds of ways.
I have embarrassed myself in every possible way.
Brad, back on the clock.
I would just say falling down.
Okay, there we go. Just the good old-fashioned wiping out, falling down is absolutely one of the ways people embarrass themselves. You've gotten 2 now, and you need some comeback in your future, skier, or it's going to go to a snowboarder. David, another way people embarrass themselves on the mountain.
Hitting a tree.
You know what? Skiing into a tree or fence
Is that on there?
is on there. Skier is on the board.
I love it when people fall, but then continue to ski or snowboard while they're falling, like while they have already fallen and their skis or snowboard
Some of the best
still going.
Some of the best people watching is at the bottom drinking, watching people fall, and betting on who's going to fall on the way down.
And
I love
they've
that.
lost a pole, they're trying to get back to it.
Brad, you could win this right now if you give me one more that's on this list, and we will see you on the trip.
Trying to stop.
Trying to stop is not on the list. Chance for you to even this out, David, for skiers everywhere. People rooting for you all over the text line. Let's go Team Ski.
When you run into something embarrassing, when you don't, I say when you see like a bear or something, you get scared.
When you see a bear and get scared. It's not
so embarrassing
on the list. Brad, you give us a correct answer now, and you are on the plane.
How about trying to impress somebody on a jump or doing a trick?
Failing terribly at trying a trick outside of your skill set is correct. Also would have accepted dropping gear from the lift on there as well. And missing the unload signs altogether. Well, congratulations, Brad. You are a snowboarder, and you'll be bringing your board with us onto the plane. And thank you. Hold on 1 second so we can get your information.
And David wins for most embarrassing answers that are
David,
not correct.
Congratulations. You've given us all of the most embarrassing answers in this exciting round of skier versus snowboarder. And we have one more boarder joining us. That is Brad, who is late for his tea time today. What a day you're having, my man. Hang tight, and we've got more to give you. In fact, 20 minutes away, we get you on a standby boarding list to go to Dublin, Ireland, and see Yungblud. That'll be coming up. But first, there's this. A year ago today, we were in the process of rebuilding a lot of Southern California that had been absolutely devastated by the fires. And a new song, an anthem about the recovery, even a year later, has been released. And I'm very excited because next hour we will have in our studio members from the Linda Lindas and Pennywise, who are some of the many, many different musicians that join forces to give us this. Commemorating the 1-year anniversary of the LA fires and helping to raise some money for people that are still struggling from the devastating fires and losing everything. And for many people now, it feels like it was forever ago. And for others, it's day to day as they try to rebuild their lives still. And I'm excited to be able to break this down, how the song came together. It's really a collaboration. I mean, it's like...
And to focus on specifically artists.
Right.
That not only, like a lot of people lost their possessions, their homes, etc., but people who are already struggling artists or trying to get by, losing their equipment, losing their ability to do what makes them happy.
So we will take a break, come back, do some A.D.D news, and then we will break that down and see how we can do some good and celebrate what it means to be in L.A. right now on KROQ.
Klein. Alley. Show. KROQ. Klein Alley Show. KROQ.
KROQ Klein Alley Show. Let's take a look at the news, your A.D.D news, and then we can talk about We Are L.A. It'll be a great conversation and a great song to boot. That's all coming up after this.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
Who's going to run run for president in 2028. A lot of people think that Gavin Newsom is going to throw his hat in the ring. He hasn't officially done that yet, but I don't think anyone would be surprised. And if you hate him, and there are a lot of people who do, maybe you can vote for Stephen A. Smith instead, because he just admitted that the idea of running for president is not off the table. And then he lists a lot of reasons why his current life is wonderful, which would be a great argument to not run for president.
The regulators?
Hold on a second. That is something totally different. Here we go. And
I'm considering it. I'm considering it in all seriousness because I've had very, very serious people approach me about it. I have no desire to be a politician.
That's a plus, I think, for a lot of people.
Yes.
Right? You don't want a politician to be a president.
But he does love a good filibuster. He does love yapping.
He does like talking.
Does love talking.
And if you have good stage presence, that is half the battle with being a president.
Right. I'm doing quite well. Life is good. I have great bosses. You know, I have my own YouTube channel. I have a partnership deal with SiriusXM for not one, but 2 radio shows. I have my own production company. Plus, I'm doing First Take It.
I mean, it sounds like his life is... I mean, there's a lot of wonderful things going on.
I thought he had a deal with. He had a deal with Odyssey. Didn't we have him on to talk about his big deal he signed with Odyssey?
He did not mention Odyssey, but he said that he's got a lot on his plate and life is great.
But you know, with tremendous power comes tremendous responsibility. And if you're talking to me about the possibility of me being the president of the United States, where people are walking up to me saying, "Excuse me, we think is a legitimate shot that you have to win," with the nonsense that I see taking place on Capitol Hill, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it would be an extension of First Take. I'd get to call these people out every day.
So you would just be an extension of First Take where he could just be like, this sucks, you suck. And isn't that the main job of a president?
That's pretty much what they do now. You just say everything that sucks. And
he's kind of making a case for it. I'm like, okay.
Throw some middle fingers in the air and call it a day.
All right, what would you say you use AI for the most?
Well...
Be honest.
Emails.
Vanessa, emails. I have a lot of dumb questions. Like, so many dumb questions.
And you also use it to generate...
false images of myself.
And X-rated images.
X-rated images. False X-rated images.
And what service do you use for that?
Grok is the best one for the X-rated
stuff. Good
stuff.
old-fashioned Grok, the bad boy of the AI
Sure
world.
is. They got no. It's like that's like your friend that's kind of like playing in the gray area. It's like international waters. That Grok.
Yeah, they can get you. They get you some illegal drugs and all kinds of things.
Grok is
that
like,
one friend.
I shouldn't give you the answer to this, but here we go.
Yeah, so that's going to change a little bit. A lot of people, more than you can imagine, are using AI to make people naked. And the one AI who's most willing to do this is Grok. But after a significant backlash, X has announced that they will now block Grok from generating sexualized images of people. It's a Grok block. So you can't take a picture of somebody that you work with and say, make her in a bikini, and then share it around the office.
You got to go old school Photoshop with it. It just takes a lot more time and effort and energy.
You find a bikini photo of someone else.
But not very much now. Like, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, the other big issue is that creepos were using this for, like, really gross reasons.
Oh, got it.
You know, so it's like that really does make it an issue.
The problem with anything is you get anything in this world, and some, the 0.001% of the biggest freaks, creeps, perverts, etc. will figure out a way to use that for whatever they're into, and then it ruins.
Pervs be pervin, no matter what.
It ruins it for the rest of us because I just want to do some.
All of us are just innocently trying to put our coworkers in bikinis.
Right. We just want some just general lighthearted pervin with each other. It's all
you
fun.
try to put yourself in a bikini?
Yeah,
sometimes.
that's what we would have done. That's hilarious.
All right, you can't just have an anniversary anymore. When a band has an anniversary for an album, you got to do a big collab, a tour, a re-release. When Disneyland had their 70th anniversary, it's a full year of events. It's continuing into this year even. And now Jack in the Box is turning 75. They're celebrating with a full year of new releases, including $75,000 giveaway and limited edition merch. So some of the new menu items that you're going to see this year, the Hot Mess Burger, the Chicken Supreme, and Frings, a mix of French fries and onion rings.
Oh, yeah, baby.
They've also got a fajita jack wrap. They've also got a matcha platform. I don't know what that means. And they've got crispy chicken fajita protein bowls along with a white peach Red Bull infusion.
Man, they're just throwing everything at the wall, huh?
And they also are going to be sending out collectible bag charms known as jibbies, which look like a Labubu, but with Jack from Jack in the Box's face. And there are 4 different designs available: spicy, saucy, icy, and the rare version called the Boss.
We will get into a brand new hour of the show after this one from Blur. And it will tug at your heartstrings. It's all part of us living in Southern California together. We are L.A. on KROQ. That is next. Of course, one of our younger bands that we became friends with about a year ago, and they played Almost Acoustic Christmas, the Linda Lindas. How did you get involved in this, Eloise?
Kim Gardner from Channel 3 asked me if I wanted to be part of this thing that Charlie Overby was putting together, and it was really exciting for me to do this because Kim and Tony from Adolescent and Mike Watt actually played these benefit shows for my school's music program.
Oh, nice!
When I was in elementary school, so it's really cool to be able to do a benefit with them this time. You know.
Speaking of school, are you still in school? Do you need a doctor's note for being here today?
I'm in high school.
Okay.
Oh, so you skipped today to be here.
I didn't do all my English reading.
Hey,
okay,
fair enough.
Cool.
You're in the right place.
Neither did either of us.
Jim, did you skip school today too? Or?
Driving school.
Fair enough. That's acceptable. So the song which we're going to listen to in a moment, give it its world premiere on KROQ, is called We Are LA. And it is more than just an anthem for Los Angeles, but here we are now, just over a year since the fires, and so many people still rebuilding, especially the creatives, people that were musicians and people that had not been able to really get back on track. And the thing I always loved so much about living in this part of the world is that so many people that live here are the most creative chefs, musicians, comedians, actors, just people that have regular normal jobs, but they're just a more creative version than a person you'd find somewhere in a flyover state. And what was it about this that you said, I got to get involved, Jim?
Well, it was the personal stories. You know, the drummer in my side project band, the Black Pacific, his entire block in Altadena was burned to the ground, but his house remained standing. But the garage had all of his favorite drum set, all of his audio equipment that burned to the ground. I know Chris Shiflett from the Foo Fighters lost everything. I talked to him afterwards, and I said I heard he was only able to grab a laptop and a couple, photo albums or things like that. And to hear those stories until you hear someone that you know and love having gone through that, it makes you be like, when a benefit album comes along, you're like,
how could I say no?
Yeah.
Well, and Jim, you've been doing this for decades. Do you remember even those early years where it was a struggle to even scrounge up enough money to buy the equipment that you wanted?
Yeah.
Do you remember any of your first side jobs or things that you did to scrape by?
Yeah, of course. We did everything to, get the equipment that we need or finally get the van to go on tour. But, it's really hard when it's those prized possessions. I know Chris had a bunch of guitars. And like I said, my friend with his favorite drum set, and you lose all those things. The house can be rebuilt. You can't get that guitar that you wrote your first song on. It's really tough. And this was such a great song. And I know Charlie, he wrote the song with his daughter, who's a musician in a band called The Backlash. And he's just one of those guys that just anytime something like this happens, he has to do something. And he just went out there. He's really well connected. He knows people in Guns N' Roses.
Well, obviously, with this list, he knows a lot of people.
He's got some connections.
Did you say import all contacts to this song?
I don't know if anyone said no, because it's so many different bands and artists are on this. The track features contributions, members of the acclaimed bands across generations, genres as well, all for the shared cause, and all proceeds will benefit Sweet Relief Musicians Fund, which is very important as well. And we're going to play this song on KROQ in a moment. Eloise, you're skipping school to be here today. What do you want people to know before they hear this potentially for the first time?
Well, I think that something like this is so important because it's so easy to lose hope, especially now with the fires that weren't too long ago. They were so devastating. All of this, but also all of this anti-trans legislation, and all of this, the ICE killings and kidnappings that are happening. It's so easy to think that nothing's happening. What can I do? But really, this project is just a bunch of friends coming together and doing what they can, right? Even though it's all of these names of all these bands that I look up to, it's just people coming together and making whatever difference we can, and that's just what we all need to do,
Well said. We Are LA, Jim from Pennywise, Eloise, Linda Lindas, and of course all of the many other artists that contributed to this. We hope you enjoy this. Good luck not getting goosebumps or crying as we give this its world premiere. We Are LA, world premiere on KROQ. In our studio right now, two of the many artists that contributed to make that track happen. Of course, Pennywise, Hermosa Beach staple, Linda Lindas, born Los Angeles, California, and so nice to have all the local musicians that, joined this to help us rebuild. And there's more than just the song. There's an auction happening right now. People can actually go on Instagram at WeAreLA2026, and they can figure out ways to bid on. You said there's an amazing Gibson guitar signed by everyone who participated in the song. All sorts of cool stuff.
Yep. Yeah, it's they've done a really good job. It's really grassroots, just kind of putting it together and bringing together a lot of great musicians and just trying to do some good for the cause. It's a year later, but anyone can go to those areas and see it's like the rebuilding isn't complete.
Oh my gosh, it takes and I was just talking about it the other day because the 1 year anniversary happened, and it's like you know, obviously people lost a lot, and then you also are trying to move on and live your life. And then, I got rerouted on the PCH, and I was like, oh my God, it's still like, and they're obviously working on it, but that just gives, the idea that it just takes so long.
Yeah. And we need to keep up the support. A
lot of love pouring through for you guys on the text line and for the song, and we'll put up all the information so that you can help this. And once again, all proceeds benefiting Sweet Relief Musicians Fund, musicians working for other musicians as well. Guys, thanks for stopping by KROQ. Thanks for sharing that with us this morning. Let's go ahead and raise some money for a good cause. We'll be right back with more show after this.
It's the KROQ Mile High Club.
Your favorite KROQ bands all across the globe.
Destination 1. Grab a pint, kiss the party stone. Pretend you understand rugby when you see Yungblud in Dublin.
Yo, what's going on? This is Yungblud.
Listen every hour from 9 to 6 to instantly get on the standby boarding list. Courtesy by CLG. KROQ Mile High Club, Destination 1. Yungblud in Ireland. Keep listening to win.
The world famous KROQ.
Congratulations, Nicole Norwalk. She qualified to be on that standby boarding list to go see Yungblud in Dublin, Ireland at 9 o'clock. We were busy, obviously, chatting here about L.A., so we did not put her on the air. But congrats, you're on the list officially. I just saw your name get added, and we'll give you another chance in 30 minutes, and then every hour all day for KROQ's Mile High Club sends you to Dublin, Ireland to see some Yungblud. It is Thrifty Thursday, which means El Cheapo is in the building, and she has a very important reminder for everyone.
It's time to talk to the kingpin of cheap. Here she is, El Cheapo.
We are now approaching the 30-day mark for when you probably bought that holiday gift. And now that you want to return it, just know that return window is closing and closing fast. And stores are getting more and more strict about their return policies. Used to just be, thanks for buying it anyway, we'll just make it easy as possible to return. Well, Amazon obviously has a good return policy, but that is starting to change.
And this is the longest, most flexible return window of the year because they try to get anyone to buy anything leading into the holidays. So pretty much starting in November, they're like, buy it now, returns, no hassle returns through the middle of January. Because for people in November, they're like, that's forever. I can buy it, use it, wear it,
now they're like, all hassle returns. Hassle only.
Everything's hassle. Everything will be a hassle.
And I understand that it's going to be a little tougher, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to return something. You can argue your way into any return situation. If the tag is off, if the receipt is missing, there is a paper trail somewhere and you will get it figured out. And I just want to know, if you have successfully returned something that was a, quote, no return situation or something where you weren't supposed to return it, but you were able to, something that you used, for example, a pair of shoes that you wore to a wedding, danced the night away and then returned them to a place that, like, say, Marshall's, or something that maybe you had for a couple of years, like an old-ass couch, and you returned it to Costco. I want to know about that stuff.
Or a mattress that you slept on, took full advantage of that 180-night guarantee, and then on the 179th night, you're like, I guess it's time for me to send this thing back and get a whole new mattress.
Yeah.
Because people, we are a nation of returners. They do make it easier to get anything we want now, and we buy stuff because we feel like if for whatever reason we don't want it. Now, they're hoping that we'll forget or that we're never going to put it back in the box or like everyone has a few of those like Amazon boxes sitting around that they're like, I got to get this back, and you just don't want to miss that little window you have to return it. But it's interesting that you bring it up today because I do know that most of the stuff that if I was like about to buy something, wasn't sure, and they're like, you can return through January. At the time, January felt forever away, so I was like, oh man, that's great.
That's 2026. That's a totally different year.
Who's even thinking about that? So,
yeah, and these things now, we are like used to being able to return things, so we don't think about reading any kind of return policy. I bought a bunch of stuff. 49er stuff for my the grandparents and stuff. They are all getting like, hoodies and t-shirts and whatever. I didn't realize that the website I bought all that stuff at doesn't have a return policy. It's only store credit. And of course, I bought all this stuff for people and I didn't really know their sizes. I was just kind of guessing. And half the people were like, I love it, but I need a different size, or I want this, or I just want to return it and get something else. And I'm like, God, this process is so annoying. And I had to pay for the shipping. It was a nightmare.
818 is proud to say that they just returned their advent calendar, where they've eaten all of the things out of it except one that they left in, brought it back, and said it didn't work for us, and they were given a full refund. That's an advent calendar. You're bringing back something that is 23 missing pieces.
Yeah.
There's the one thing left in there.
Remember when we tried to return Christmas trees around this time of year?
Yeah, that's always a tough one. Yeah, it's hard to get those people on the phone anymore, the Christmas tree lot people.
I wonder if the Costco wrapping paper that I bought and used half of could be returned. Because there's a lot of it left.
As you know, Costco has one of the most lenient policies out there. But that really takes balls to be the person that goes there with a half roll of wrapping paper that's clearly holiday wrapping paper and says, I don't need this anymore.
Yeah, but you can't really tell how much of it is used.
I'll tell you one thing. I know there's some great actors in this town. I think some of the best actors on the planet are the people that work return at Costco and are somehow able to not roll their eyes at everything they hear and see on a daily basis.
I think they know the answer in their heads right when they ask and was something wrong with it?
Right. The answer's no. There's nothing wrong with it. If you do work returns, and not just at Costco, but any of those places, I'd love to hear from you as well, because I'm sure you know. I know you don't care. Ultimately, it's not your store, but
Is company policy to ask?
Yeah, do you feel like you have to go through the whole charade of I'm so sorry. So sorry you didn't sleep great.
Well, there's acting on both sides, though, because I walk in and I'm like, hi. I don't want to be here, but I have to be because this item didn't work out. Yeah. And I wanted it to, and now, unfortunately, this is part of my day. And can you please help me? You have to have that sad look on your face. Otherwise, you just seem entitled and like a dick.
I successfully was able to just return a bunch of gift bags that I received gifts in.
Oh, that's good.
Didn't even have the receipt, so you should have just held those for another year. Zelda, you're on KROQ. Good morning. It's El Cheapo Thrifty Thursday. What's up?
Yeah, hey. Good tip.
Hi. What did you return? What is your proudest return moment?
My proudest return was a mattress. I bought from Costco, and I returned it 3 years later.
3 years later. And how much you used it for the fall? Oh, God, El Cheapo, standing ovation.
I stand up to you.
Wait a minute. So you slept on it for 3 full years?
I slept on for 3 full years, and it was sinking. I mean, there's that big dip, and nowadays when they make the mattresses, you can turn it over to, back in the days you could switch a size and all that, but nope. It wasn't, I wasn't able to do that. I said, you know what? Costco has this no question asked return policy, so let me try to return.
Oh, man, I want to meet the person that had to take that return and just looked at her and goes, you bought this 3 years ago?
And was anything wrong with it?
What's the problem?
Yeah, now it's 3 years old. I don't want this thing.
That's what's wrong. That's a 3-year-old mattress.
And as always, El Cheapo is brought to you by American Tire Depot. They are the auto care experts, and if you have anything wrong with your car, they can fix it, no questions asked.
So it's funny because as I'm reading here some of the many things that people are returning, and by the way, just a shout out, hey, El Cheapo, thanks for the reminder. I have some stuff that I had to return, and they said due back by January 20th for no hassle returns. So that's you're running out of time now. Then the hassle.
I feel like hassle is the only time this word is during this period. The return window is the only time hassle is a very overused word.
Melanie, I'll get you on KROQ right now. It is El Cheapo Thrifty Thursday. It is the returniest time right now as people, and even stuff you got that you liked, maybe you played with for a while, then you realize, you know what, that's not a hobby for me. By the way, 714 read 3 books that I bought for the holidays.
That's a good one to return.
Brought them right back, no questions asked. Store credit only, but I'll take it. Hey, Melanie, what's up?
Hey, yeah, so my husband works at Costco. He works in return. And, yeah, people return the craziest stuff. They had somebody literally pull up the flooring from their house that had been in there for like 7 years and returned it.
The flooring was down. They walked on it. They lived on it. Then when they decided, hold on, we're moving out of the house. Let's pull up the flooring, put it back in the box, bring it back to Costco, and they got money back.
100%, and they took it.
Wow.
That's incredible.
So he and it is a no questions asked. He doesn't say what's wrong with it. He doesn't challenge it in any way, working behind the register.
I mean, they definitely have rules and things in place, but a lot of times they just take it.
Yeah, and that's of all of the stories he's told you, because I would imagine he's got some good ones. The ripped up flooring is the best.
That's one of them.
Yeah.
I think I heard of one like the mattress too. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the mattress ones, I can imagine.
Yeah, because
that,
ultimately they're just going to say, you're not worth the trouble. I don't want to fight with you. I don't want to make this a whole thing. And, that's one of the nice things, the perks about having a Costco membership is the idea that you can return anything. Most people won't.
Heidi on KROQ, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
What is your proudest return moment?
Yeah, so I had taken back a carton of eggs because my daughter tried to crack one of them before making breakfast, and feathers were inside of it.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah, that was probably such a good egg.
That's like a free gift or something like that. She cracked the egg and a feather was in it?
Yeah.
Wow, it's amazing.
You keep pulling it out, and there's more and more and more.
I'm not going to lie, though. We were pretty freaked out. I didn't want to open it because I was like, I don't want to see this little baby bird inside.
Yeah, but
no
still,
way.
I would want to open all of them.
Yeah, if you got who knows? You got a whole family in it. If you got 11 of 12 working eggs, I feel like that's not even worth the...
I feel like one, if it's not all 12 of them, if all 12 of them look good, I got to just crack one and throw it on the floor.
Yeah.
So things feel normal.
Now I'm bummed out. I just have all these unborn chickens in my eggs.
714 said they returned a used Sonic hair toothbrush.
Oh, man.
After 3 months.
It's a lot of brushing right there. Well, happy returning, everyone. This has been El Cheapo on KROQ. That is Pierce the Veil. In about 20 minutes, get you another spot on that standby boarding list so you can go see Yungblud in Dublin, Ireland. All you got to do is call. Simple. Get your name on a list. It's a good list to be on, and then we call you back and tell you to pack your bags and get your passport ready. You're going on a trip. We're in the middle of forced resolution season still, as all of us are still technically alive doing our forced resolutions. Although we haven't heard a moment of mindfulness, which we'll have to get to at some point because Omar, as you know, takes self-help very seriously. And then, I've got update. My pallet has been delayed in shipping, my pallet of stuff, but I've got...
But you were able to sell a shirt yesterday.
My mindful pallet's backed up, too.
Your mindful pallet is backed up?
There aren't mindful pallets.
I was able to successfully sell an item on eBay yesterday, which is big for me, and I think I got it in the mail, so we'll see.
What'd you sell?
It's a shirt.
Don't worry, we all helped.
It took 6 people to make it happen.
It was just like during our meeting, all right, who has tape? All right, who has a manila envelope?
Every week will be a new side hustle until I find one that works. But Johnny's got to drink every day because he's not much of a drinker, and for those of you that are doing dry January, you're jealous of Johnny because he gets to sit in here and drink, and Johnny hates alcohol. I don't think it's one thing he's tried so far he's liked. He's not a drinker, doesn't like the drinking lifestyle.
I like the Prosecco or the Prosecco.
Yeah, Prosecco's good.
Oh, Prosecco. He's a big fan of Prosecco. And if you remember, Allie, we had that audio last year where Johnny went to a bar to try to open up a tab. Remember that at bar by UCLA?
And they were like, open or close, and he was like, yes.
Yeah, all of the above. And the guy's like, I don't know what you're saying, sir. So today we have a special alcohol for you to try. This is something that Vanessa brought us back from Colombia. And do you know what this is called?
No. Tequila?
No, that's not tequila.
Read it.
Read it on the bottle.
Aguardiente antioqueño.
Es aguardiente, yes. Antioqueño. I can't even say that word either. Antioqueño. Yep, can't say it.
And we all
Let me just make sure. Yep, can't say it.
Definitely don't know that word. We took shot. This is the official beverage of your culture, correct, Vanessa?
Yeah, that's our tequila. That's the thing that we like. Shots.
But it's sweeter-ish, and it's got more of a licorice-y flavor to it. If I remember, we did shots of it when you first brought it back for us. It's
pretty harsh.
I did not enjoy it, Johnny. Why don't you take a sniff?
You didn't like this?
No, I did not like it.
Damn.
What do you think of that?
It smells like Sharpie markers. Oh.
Insert office supply here.
Before you drink it, I just want you to know there's been a lot of suggestions based on the noises you make every time you try alcohol.
Okay, this is for DJ Omar North Tower. Could you take that mashup you have of Vanessa killing the spider and Allie doing the cold plunge, throw in the Klein, and add in those sounds that Johnny makes every time he drinks any kind of alcohol? it'd be a team orgy.
It really would sound like a giant orgy of moans and groans. And Omar,
I'll get to work.
Omar will get working on that. That will be his new top priority. All right, Johnny, so you want to give this thing a try and see if you like this?
Man, I guess so, yeah.
This will be insulting to Vanessa and her entire culture if you're not a fan of it, but it is a strong, doesn't that translate to like the devil's water or something? What's it translate to? Something.
Water... I don't know.
Let me see. And I speak Spanish now.
Oh, yeah, Allie's,
go ahead.
Allie's learning Spanish, so she's going to speak.
This means al dente water.
No, that's not right either.
Nope.
That's wrong.
Aguardiente.
It just doesn't translate, guys.
Oh, it
Just
doesn't
drink
say
it.
name. All right, Johnny, give it a shot. What do you think?
Can I have some, Allie?
It says with sugar.
Hey.
So that.
Con azúcar.
Yeah.
There you go. You're ready to go. So, Johnny, you love sugar?
No, I hate sugar.
Oh, you do? Oh, I didn't know that. All right, go ahead. There's Johnny trying a new alcohol, a new day.
Damn.
This one
having
really
it on my
smells
fingers
bad.
is like a whew.
Yeah, it's powerful. I get it over here,
Yeah,
too.
it's strong.
Oh, Lord.
His little sips are getting small.
Smaller and smaller. They're so dainty. It's almost like,
like a
he's
mouse
still
helping.
doing dry January, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could...
Oh, I don't like this one.
You don't like that one?
Oh.
Is that your new least favorite?
This one tastes like Christmas ornaments.
Oh.
Christmas ornaments.
All right. Well, I think that's a compliment, I guess.
You know what you got to get, Johnny? I just remembered there's a beer that tastes exactly like peanut butter.
Oh.
He would love that one.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
All right. Now,
Well, they have peanut butter stouts.
now he's back. Yeah, there's also peanut butter
back, yeah.
whiskey out there. There's a lot of stuff we could figure out in your lane. All right. Well, there you go, Johnny. Another day done. Good job. Time for you to answer one question now. It's Johnny Doesn't Know, the lightning round.
Johnny doesn't know.
And I was like, okay.
Oh, Johnny doesn't know.
I didn't know Vegas was like in Nevada for like a while.
Johnny doesn't know. Johnny doesn't know.
Gelato sounds like Jello.
Johnny doesn't know.
It like goes wiggles.
You know, 951 suggested that Johnny does a Jaeger bomb, and we do have a lineup of like.
Oh, yeah. Sake bombs, Jaeger
Yeah.
bombs.
We could do
bombs.
bomb week.
Yeah, we'll do Bomb Week next week, which is what we do every week with our comedy, really. But all right, Matt, Garden Grove, good morning. You're on KROQ. Welcome to Johnny Doesn't Know. It's a lightning round, only one question. That's you have to hopefully predict what Johnny will say, yes or no. Welcome to Johnny Doesn't Know, the lightning round. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
Johnny, your categories today for the Johnny Doesn't Know lightning round could be computer sciences, Shakespeare in the Park, Roman numeral math, prehistoric plants, or baby animals.
Well, I know baby animals. Let's do baby animals.
You don't know prehistoric plants?
So
Roman
Johnny's
numerals.
going to go with baby animals as his category, and here is the one question for Johnny Doesn't Know. Johnny, what is a baby goat known as? Will Johnny know this? Matt, yes or no?
There's no way.
With a very confident no way, Johnny is hammered now from his quarter of a shot of water from Colombia.
Aguardiente.
Johnny, what is a baby goat known as? He says you will not know.
You know, I feel it in my eyes right now. I can't even focus on you.
What?
I'm like starting to feel it. Like, you know, when you feel like you're looping and you're like, damn, I can't focus right now. I need to sit down. My back feels so loose right now. Like, I feel like I got to lay down real quick. But what did you say? The geese?
Oh, my God.
Dude, that was such a small sip.
That was the
Johnny.
tiniest
I'm
sip.
super lightweight, dude. I never do this. And this thing's messing me up right now.
What is a baby goat known as?
Geese.
Excuse me, what?
Geese. Goots. I don't know.
Goots?
Geese or goots?
Yeah.
What is goots?
Goots is a baby goat.
Yeah, Matt was so confident with he wouldn't know, and I thought Matt was like overly confident.
Me too. I was like, he'll I
feel
probably
like
know
This is well known enough that Johnny would have stumbled into it, but he's getting closer, I guess. So you're going to go with geese or goots? I need one of those answers, or a different one altogether. It's a baby goat.
I mean, if you're smart, you'd go goots.
See, right there, I almost forgot to talk again. I almost forgot to say something.
Oh, my God. Wow.
I have to remind myself to talk right
Take
now.
away his keys. You got a final answer?
Yeah, what did I say? Geese? Goose? Goots? I don't know.
Matt, congratulations. Johnny didn't know. Hold on one second. I'm going to get you all hooked up so you can go to the In-N-Out thing we've been sending people to all week. Hold on one second. Matt, well played. Johnny, baby goat is called a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was going to say calf almost next, too.
Calf is a different baby animal.
That's the horse one, huh?
And geese are just a It's a group of...
Anywhere you were going to go was better than Goots. I'll put it that way. Well, there you have it.
That's Johnny on Aguardiente, which translates to burning water, according to the text.
It burns. Idiot alcohol, apparently. We got to take a break. When we get back in a moment, we'll find out what's going on in the world. Then we get you on the standby boarding list, more show. And after this, that continues next.
Klein, Alley, show! Mornings on KROQ 106.7 KROQ.
I didn't know how I would be a hero. I just knew that I would be one, this is how.
You've tried in so many ways to be memorable. You've tried so many different ways to
change the world,
significant, and it was you self-pleasuring on the 101 that has changed everything for people.
Yeah, but I also did it on the way home, and I recommend that because that's when you start getting that crash.
Yes.
You know, where, yes, you're tired in the morning, but on the way home, you're like, oh, man, I just want to get home. Really helps the drive.
A lot of people. A lot of people are now taking a page out of Allie's playbook, and that is why commuting all over.
I like the butter.
Oh, man.
I only do that one on the 405.
That is dangerous. Let's get to your news now.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for A.D.D News.
So last year, the Transportation Authority put out a PSA asking everybody to dress better and behave ourselves on airplanes. They seem to think that if we stop wearing pajamas and tube tops, we'll stop bitch slapping each other over overhead compartment space. And it doesn't seem to be making much of a difference yet, but something else has. And the airlines should be pretty happy about it. We're not dressing better, but we are getting lighter. And the overall weight of the plane is going down, which is making the flights cheaper because it uses less jet fuel. So everybody being on weight loss drugs has made the average person 10 pounds lighter, making the planes,
hundreds of pounds
lighter. And then they're using less jet fuel, so they're saving potentially millions of dollars every single year, which, of course, will not trickle down to us in any way or make our flights cheaper, I'm sure.
I remember when we started getting the fuel supplemental charge added to all the tickets. Would we get some sort of a Ozempic discount now put on tickets? Be like, good job, everyone's taking the jab.
Yeah,
Flights are
exactly.
going down.
Hey, I've lost X amount of pounds. The amount of pounds that you lose should be the amount of dollars off you should get.
Or the amount you can put into your luggage.
Oh, you could put the extra weight into your luggage.
Yeah,
so someone loses 100 pounds, like Jelly Roll can just have bags that are hundreds of pounds full because he lost that much weight.
Better yet, when you get off the plane, they give you a little Tupperware of all the fuel that they save that you can use in your own automobile.
Because we want to make sure it's still getting used and wasted.
Want to use that fuel. That's what I want.
Just pour it out in front of you.
Yeah.
Here's what you saved.
Just a little drop from a homie.
I also wonder if certain flights to certain locations are more expensive. Like a plane full of people from Nebraska. Is that a more expensive flight than, say, a bunch of hot girls in Burbank?
You think because they're heavier? Is that what you think?
Yeah, like if the overall plane is heavier in certain locations.
I'm sure there are certain routes where they know going in this is going to be at full weight capacity.
Yeah, they're like,
for the flight.
Man, a bunch of people leaving Disneyland.
And then there's other ones where they probably go this one is,
this one's going to be a cheap one for us.
A cheap one for us.
Yeah, but it's like, here's a bunch of tourists that are leaving Italy that just ate 17,000 pounds of pasta and are super bloated.
Well, that is good news, though. We'll take that as a win for society. Of course, none of these skinny people on the airplane are ever the people next to me, but apparently they exist. Never the person that gets jammed in between, in my row, though.
So some people just need a cause to believe in, and there are many important causes out there, especially in this political climate. But one city council member has a cause that he would like for everyone to get behind, or at least the people of Whittier, California. And here is his hill that he wants to die on.
I just see way too many car washes being built in the city of Whittier.
Well, he's not wrong. There's a lot. And
There's a lot there?
It's always a grand opening. There's
they must be lucrative if they're popping up all the time.
You can't have too many car washes. Put one on. Be like Starbucks. Get them everywhere. It doesn't matter.
So,
people are going to still go drive through, get their car washed.
You're against this guy.
Yeah, totally against this guy. This guy's a moron.
Right now, I know the purpose of what a car wash is for. And
do tell.
Oh, my God. Wait. This guy's on the city council?
Mm-hmm. Me being a really cheap guy, I wash my own cars. And my wife laughs about the fact that I won't spend an additional $5 just to wash my car, but I won't do it. I do wash both of my cars. I get it, but as I'm driving around town, I just see so many car washes going up. And so I would like to have a conversation about possibly putting a moratorium on car washes until we have an opportunity to study it.
An opportunity to study it. An
Doesn't he
opportunity.
think that the business guys who are erecting all these car washes are doing the research to make sure they're going to be, making money? What's wrong with this guy?
I also think that this is what I like to call the TikTok effect in many ways, because a lot of times you scroll around and they say, hey, want to do something guaranteed to make money? Find one of these businesses that cost very little to run. And it's, as you know from Breaking Bad and everything else, the car wash is a great place to launder money. It's a great place to... you can pretty much...
You don't know what's going on in that little tunnel with the suds.
No, it runs itself. It's all the same dirty water. It's just dirty water off that car, dirty water onto your car.
Even if you're out of soap, I think that you can just keep making money off of it. I think half the time I spend money on a car wash like that, I don't know what's being splooged out of those little holes that I'm like, I guess this is clean. At least it's cleaner than it was.
Love the rainbow colors.
I feel like those work better for sure.
Yeah, I get very... when the rainbow foam hits the windshield, I feel
That's
like
great.
I am... That's the
It's better than half the rides at Disneyland.
It is a great ride.
My kid loves it.
I love it still.
But do you feel like those VIP ones, like the upper ones, where they're like, we're giving you some kind of an extra rinse,
Junk. It's all junk.
anything beyond the
Undercarriage
basic
wash or whatever that is.
Junk.
And then I'm trying to look. I'm like, so what is the extra wash that I'm getting right now? What hole is that coming out of?
Right. Well, they put it's a lot of the lights that'll say like you're getting the
distraction.
You're getting the royalty treatment now, and I'm like, well, I don't see anything else happening.
Yeah, they're like
lights, man.
more neon lights.
It's just more lights. It's the light package.
All right, speaking of wasting money, would you make a reservation for a hotel that did not exist yet? People like to buy cars that don't exist yet. They buy tickets to shows where there's no lineup yet. So why not reserve a room at the Hotel on the Moon? It's been 50 years since a person walked on the moon, but hey, a delusional startup in California seems to think that not only will we go back, but we will build a whole-ass hotel and have people stay in it. It's part of the space tourism trend. This company is called Galactic Resource Utilization Space, or GRU.
And it is name.
Yeah, I know, terrible. And they definitely asked ChatGPT for that title.
Yeah, totally.
They're taking reservations for the future lunar hotel, which they said could open as early as the 2030s. You could do a $1,000 application fee that's non-refundable to reserve a room. If selected, you would choose to make a $250,000 to $1 million refundable deposit to reserve a space.
What's that for? Just the room?
Wait, do they fly you out there?
You have to get there yourself?
Yeah, you got to hitchhike.
Yeah, it doesn't say specifically if they cover round trip.
Yeah.
But they said that by the time this is a reality, like get in on this now, because actual rooms, when they exist, could go for $10 million a night. But you're getting in on the $1 million a night price now, way before it exists.
Right, or they open it and they realize that most people aren't going to do that, or the novelty will wear off quickly, and then all of a sudden there'll be rooms for $49 a night, like a motel by the airport.
And they always include breakfast, even with that $49.
We got to get in on is car washes on the moon.
Boom. Space shuttle, how are you going to get clean?
Let's get that Whittier guy on board ASAP.
It's Klein Alley Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles. This is the world famous KROQ.
About the moon, let's send you to Dublin, Ireland to go see some Yungblud. If you are caller 20 right now, 800-520-1067. We invite you to hop on the list, the standby boarding list, part of KROQ's Mile High Club, which means every week, new bands, new international destinations, new cities, and hopefully your name. It's really exciting when you finally win this, because you get to pack your bags, you get to go on a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and you don't have to pay for any of it.
And I think it's also easier to get out of work and stuff when you're like, I won it. It was a radio,
Right, no choice. I don't have any flexibility here. I won
didn't plan this. Life planned it for me.
I just heard what we're giving away next week. That's a pretty good one, too. It sounds like that's going to be a very, very good trip. But let's go ahead and get you on the standby boarding list right now, if you are caller 20, so that you can go see the great Yungblud in Dublin, Ireland. I will pick up caller 20 in a moment as soon as we're done with this Chili Pepper song. And then we will get into, apparently there's a show intervention happening today, but I don't know about it, so it's probably on me. Yay.
Spoiler alert, yes.
And then a Generation Wars battle, all coming up this hour on KROQ. KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. We say good morning now to caller 20, which puts us on, I believe this is Valentine. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys.
You
How's it
are
going?
the 20th caller.
All right, thank you.
It's about as amazing as I thought it would have been. You will have your name added. I know it's kind of weird to react that way because you haven't really won anything yet, but your name has been added to a very short list, and hopefully we call you back and give you the good news that you're going to Dublin, Ireland to see Yungblud, all right?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
All right. You ever been on this standby list thing before or no?
I think with you guys, maybe for 21 Pilots. Was it Texas or I forgot where they went for summer?
And did we ever call you back and tell you you're going?
No.
Oh. All right. So
Why remind him?
I'm just letting you know. So you know part one of this is not as much fun as part two of this. But anyway, congratulations. You're back on the list, a brand new list. And let's hope you win this one. I have a good feeling this time for Valentine.
Do you?
No. No, I don't.
He's out, right?
Coming up when we return, we will get into a Generation Wars battle. If you would like bragging rights for your generation, we'll need you to join us coming up in about 20 minutes. But there is an intervention happening. And I saw it in the schedule, but then I said to myself, I don't remember
Being a part of the planning of this.
So clearly you guys had a conversation about me when I was not here.
There was a conversation had, and Klein, I just want to say we're doing this out of love. It's not out of like, oh, so annoying, change, please.
But
this is something that we've all come together, and we feel that you need help.
Even Jake?
Legitimately
Even Jake?
help.
No, actually, I thought this might have been about me. I don't know what they're talking about.
So when you
He
say,
wasn't a part of the
When you say
conversation.
we all came together, who is all people that came together?
Me, Johnny, and Vanessa.
Vanessa,
and,
you-
and Omar.
Vanessa, you know about this?
Yes.
She was the one who mentioned it first.
You're gonna do me dirty like this, Vanessa?
How do you know? You don't even know what we're talking about.
Well,
I'm telling you, this is a good thing.
These interventions have never been.
Coming in on Fridays now, buddy.
These interventions have never been a good thing. No one likes being the subject of the
No,
intervention.
this will benefit you. It'll benefit the entire show. It'll benefit the list. Everybody can benefit for what's happening.
Okay. Well, a show intervention. Who knows what it is? We'll figure it out next.
It's the KROQ Mile High Club. Your favorite KROQ bands all across the globe. Destination 1. Grab a pint. Kiss the party stone. Pretend you understand rugby. When you see Yungblud in Dublin.
Yo, what's going on? This is Yungblud.
Listen every hour from 9 to 6 to instantly get on the standby boarding list. Courtesy of ICLG. KROQ Mile High Club Destination 1. Yungblud in Ireland. Keep listening to win.
The world famous KROQ.
KROQ Klein Alley Show. If you represent your generation proudly and would like to be a part of the next Generation Wars happening after this on KROQ, I recommend you call us now, 800-520-1067. Looking for you, Boomers, Gen Zers, Gen Xers, or Millennials. Opportunity for you to win bragging rights for your generation and a prize from KROQ, and it'll give us something to get into after this unfortunate surprise intervention.
Klein, as you know, we all love you very much.
I don't know that.
All right, well, maybe you don't. We love you, kind of.
Thank you. It's very
I've
sweet.
known you a long time, and I knew days where you were happy.
We just
and
posted
years where you were happy.
We just posted our 2016 pictures up on Instagram.
You had life in your eyes.
So much life, so much hope.
You had a normal nose on your face.
I know. Well, not normaler.
And since the new year began, all of us came into work with this renewed, refreshed mentality. Vanessa had a new haircut. It was a new year, new me kind of vibe. And then you slogged in here.
Yep.
Not able to breathe, recovering from a surgery. And let's just face it, your 2026 has been terrible. And it's only been 2 weeks.
Wow, that's it? It feels so long.
And I was just reviewing, because after you had to take a personal day earlier this week because of an emergency situation at home, that was kind of our moment collectively together where we just powwowed and we were like, something's got to change about your life.
Yes.
Because you are attracting horrible, horrible things.
Yeah.
And we think it's because maybe there's a curse in your home, there's a dark cloud over you, there's something energetically where things are not going right. And
You got bad juju, man.
yeah, you got bad juju. And Vanessa has a few suggestions of how we can fix this, but I just wanted to list a few things that are happening in your life that also happened in the Bible.
Okay, Jesus. Go ahead.
A great flood happened in the Bible.
Okay,
You just dealt with a leak situation.
Yes, we do currently still are dealing with a flood leak that became not necessarily flood caliber, but yes, a real problem, pain in the ass.
One of the 7 plagues was lice.
Yep.
You've had lice for months, all of you.
I think that's locusts.
No, I looked it up. There's locusts in one of the descriptions,
Well,
but lice and gnats
I didn't mention
specifically
this on
were
the air
mentioned.
yet, but we do have locusts as well. I didn't mention that. We do have some locusts.
They're not native to here.
No,
but you have
we
them.
have them, yeah. So, lice we've been dealing with. Lice has been carrying on from 2024, really, but okay.
Another one of the plagues that's listed is livestock. I mean, I'm looking at a pig man here.
Look, it's all the
in the Bible,
plagues.
the livestock was dying, but in this case, livestock is being born in front of my eyes.
I am slowly dying, though. That's a good point.
And then, in a random twist of fate, members of your family are Final Destination style hurting themselves, breaking their wrists, walking upstairs. I mean, it's getting to the point where I think members of your family are going to start dying off if you don't do something, because this is the universe giving you many signs that something's wrong.
Maybe, Vanessa, I got to get under the table and eat grapes or something. I didn't do anything for New Year's. I probably should have.
Well, Vanessa's on it. She wants to contact... what kind of person are you reaching out to, Vanessa?
Like a medium or
I
something?
wanted you to do some palos. First, start off with burning some Palo Santo around your house.
Yeah, which we have here.
But
to
you
kind
need
of reset.
to have your windows open and your door open so the bad juju can leave your house.
Well, she wanted to get somebody specifically to come into your house and cleanse your house, like in a biblical sense.
Great. You have someone?
You need to wrap an egg all around your body, because
What?
I swear someone has put something on your guys' family that is just negativity after negativity, and it's not because of you. I have a feeling someone hates you and they're like, nah, let's watch this guy some bad luck.
You think I've been voodooed or something?
I don't know, dude. That's the energy you're giving.
She was explaining that there is a superstition, and I believe this is in Mexican culture, right, Vanessa?
Yeah, Klein, somebody's done some brujeria on you, man.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
They're praying for your downfall. We got to clean you out, bro.
We got to get an abuelita in your house to cleanse everything.
We need ASAP. Today. I can be home today. I got the flood guy coming to pick up this
The flood guy.
machinery. I got to clean out some locusts from the kitchen. But after that, wide open.
Will you let us bring a professional into your house?
Cleanse. Burn sage, or make me walk backwards, or I don't even care. Whatever you need me to do, I'll do it. I'm with you guys. Intervention on myself. In fact, this message that was on the GOAT line is crazy. If you think about this, 30 seconds, it's going to make you guys realize just how truly cursed I am right now.
Hey, guys. Sweet Dibbits. I have a couple points. One, for Klein, it's interesting that your wife brought up that if you had picked her up at the airport that she wouldn't have broken her wrist. I would just like to point out that there was a time not long ago where you hired a babysitter to watch your kids while you did go pick her up from the airport, and your daughter broke her wrist or arm or something like that right before you guys went on vacation.
Isn't that amazing? I completely forgot about that. That was also airport related. That was the time when I said I'm going to get her at the airport, had someone watch my kid, and then she fell off her scooter and broke her wrist.
There you go. So this goes way back.
This is truly some weird curse that's on
So
me.
it goes both ways, and really it's not a very good argument. She's just clumsy and tripped over her own suitcase, and it's nobody's fault for it.
Well, listen, I agree with what you're saying. Give me that piece of sage or whatever so I can eat it. What do I have to do?
No, you don't have to eat it.
Oh, I'm going to burn that in my house.
Burn it around your house, but please, very important to have the door and windows open, or you're going to leave that energy inside your house.
She gave it to me, and I was just going to light it here, but she said we can't because there's nowhere for the bad juju to leave.
So to just stay here.
Yeah, but 562 said you need to burn copal incense, or you're getting and leave an egg under the bed. If you wake up and the egg is black or has a dot in it, it means that you have a curse on you. And 323 said, my family are santeros, and we could clean you and your house.
Love that.
Sign me up,
Yeah,
guys.
clean 'em out.
Clean me up and clean me out good.
Give
guys,
his whole family a colon-style cleanse.
I was not excited about the intervention, but I think that what you're saying is true. And as many people are starting the year in February, especially those that are doing dry January, I think that's going to be my start of 2026.
Well, we want to help you. It's
I
just not a
agree.
negative.
I agree.
Like, we're all feeling good, and
Yes.
we don't want you to bring us down. So we're going to lift you up to
Thank
be
you.
with us.
Thank you. Very gay for you to say it that way, but sure, Allie, I'll take that. I appreciate that. Thank you for the intervention. I will accept your gift of treatment.
Yay. Okay, great.
That's all you need. And now, Generation Wars. We'll get to that next. Kara. Everyone thinks their generation was the best. Some people, though, they'll go, man, I would have been so good in Gen X. Why was I a stupid millennial or something? But the reality is that we give you the chance to prove it, get bragging rights for yourself, your generation, And all you have to do is participate in this Generation Wars.
Generation Wars. Hey, where's the thing?
Are we busting or what?
You kids and your TikToks.
Gen Z is lazy.
Generation Wars.
Representing the generation known as Gen Z, born in 1997, spends their entire night doom scrolling. This is Alexis on KROQ. Good morning, Alexis. Welcome to Generation Wars.
Good morning, Allie.
Good to meet you. If you know the answers to these questions that will span all generations, you must yell out very confidently and loudly and quickly, Gen Z. If Allie calls on you, you'll have a chance to answer, and she'll keep score. And, of course, at the end of this, there will be one person in one generation that rises above the rest, like a phoenix from the ashes. We go on and we say hi to our representative from Gen X. They're so Gen X that they say, I love one thing and one thing only, and that is Metallica.
Ah, cool.
From 1975, this is Ronnie on KROQ. Good morning, Ronnie.
Rock on, sweet dibs.
Sweet dibs, good sir. You know the rules. Yell out Gen X if you know the answer to the question. We say hi to our millennial who's on the phone right now. This millennial claims that they grew up watching the original Power Rangers. The original. The OG. Jeremiah, welcome to KROQ and welcome to the representation of all things millennial. Hi.
Morning, hi.
Which one was the best Power Ranger?
Pink one.
I always pretended to be the red one.
Oh, the red one.
Until the green one came along.
I think the red one got arrested for a problem or something.
Cool.
In real life. But the pink one, I thought she was cute. All right, moving on. And this guy
Wasn't there a gay one, too, or was I wrong?
I think they all were. Rich is a boomer born in 1969, and he claims that his hobby is not being good with social media. That's some hobby, Rich. Welcome to KROQ.
Good morning.
All right. If you know the answer to the question, just yell it out. Yell out boomer. Wait for Allie to call on you. Here we go. Question number 1. Founded by an Australian surfer in California who longed for the soft sheepskin boots of his youth, what American boot brand took off after once being...
Gen X.
Yes, Gen X.
Uggs.
That is a correct answer. Gen X is on the board.
Man, still love an UGG. I'm a basic bitch at heart.
What popular dance was created by Mr. C?
No one.
Boomer.
Yeah, Boomer, I was counting on you for this one. What do you got?
The cha-cha.
That is correct. The cha-cha slide is the answer. Boomer is on the board. Generation Wars, we move on.
Omar, you definitely see a lot of riches at a wedding, right?
Oh,
Just
absolutely.
cha-cha sliding their
100%.
way.
Yep.
What was the name of the first sheep that was ever cloned?
Gen Z.
Yes, Gen Z.
Dolly.
Wow.
Good job.
That's correct. Gen Z.
Whatever happened to that sheep? Is it dead now? or-
Three-way tie. I believe, yeah. They just keep cloning it. No one knows. What messaging service used a door opening sound effect?
Gen Z.
Yes, Gen Z.
Millennial.
Is AIM? AIM?
That is correct.
Good job.
AOL Instant Messenger, known as AIM.
I'm always impressed by Gen Z's millennial knowledge.
It's crazy. What fashion item was Mr. Rogers known for wearing?
Gen Z.
Gen X.
Go ahead, Gen Z.
It's a cardigan?
I will accept that. Sweater or cardigan. Wow. Look at that. Gen Z going 3 in a row right there.
Yep. So Gen Z's got
Incredible.
3 points. Gen X
I
1.
was
Boomer
in.
1. Jeremiah, the
All right.
millennial, nothing.
Moving on, guys. What shoe brand with wheels became popular in the
Gen Z.
mid...
Millennial.
Go ahead, Gen Z.
Healy?
That is correct.
4
Gen
points
Z,
now.
with confidence.
Did you have a Healy? I think you did, right?
I did attempt to get Heelys as a grown man, and they did not. They did not go well
That's
for me.
cool.
They did not go well for me. Moving on. Here we go. Hold on, Johnny. You saying? Hold on, Johnny. You saying dump? Hold on.
I heard an F word in there. I don't know if anybody else heard that.
I didn't hear it. I'm dumping out of a lot
He's
of
drunk.
stuff.
Don't listen to him.
Johnny's hammered right now. I had to dump out of a lot of audio there, but I didn't hear anything. But all right, moving on. Here we go. What snack food slogan is, once you pop, you can't stop?
Gen X. Millennial.
Gen X.
Pringles.
That is correct. Gen X is on the board.
And you still really can't.
You see, I haven't been able to stop in years. That's what I thought the intervention was about. I can't stop. Guys, what popular sitcom featured a family named the Huxtables?
Gen X.
Go ahead, Gen X.
Cosby Show.
That's right. That aged well.
I feel bad for the rest of the cast members. They're like, come on, my show.
5 more questions, Allie. What's the score currently?
Alexis, Gen Z has 4 points. Gen X has 3. Boomer has 1. Millennial still not on the board.
Millennial, you still there, Jeremiah?
Yeah, I'm here. I feel like it's not going fast enough.
All right, here we go. Moving on. What late 90s fad involved tiny skateboards used with fingers?
Millennial.
Gen Z?
Okay, Millennial.
The fingerboards, or is that not the name of it?
Fingerboards is what they were, but there was a specific name for these. Anyone?
Gen Z?
Yes.
It's like tech deck or
That is
something?
correct.
Wow.
Tech Deck. Gen Z. Incredible. All right, Boomer. This could be you. This could be Gen X, perhaps. What 80s toy involved twisting shapes into figures using colorful rods and connectors?
Gen X?
Gen X?
Connect X.
No.
Anyone else?
Tinker Toys
Oh,
is the
yeah.
answer.
Come on, Rich. Where the hell were you?
Come on, Rich. He's probably playing with his Tinker Toys. Guys, what viral trend involved laying motionless flat as a board?
Millennial.
Yes, Millennial.
Planking.
That is correct.
Good job.
Millennial is on the board.
At least dignify yourself with a point. That's great.
Gen Z popularized the GRWM videos. What does that stand for? No one knows this one.
What was the question?
The GRWM videos. What does it stand
Boomer.
for? Yes, Boomer.
Is that Get Ready With Me?
Wow.
Wow, Rich.
Didn't think that was happening.
Oof.
It's incredible. I thought he was going to give us periodic
Closet perv,
items from
definitely on the internet.
Guy likes those panty haul videos, like Omar. This animal is given the credit for people taking selfies with exaggerated lips.
Oh,
Millennial.
Boomer.
Gen Z?
Millennial.
Duckface.
That is correct.
Nice job. Okay.
All right, Allie, with one question left, where do we stand?
You know, it's all over the map still. Boomers got 2 points. Millennials got 2 as well. And Gen X has 3. Gen Z's got 5.
I don't think there's a comeback, but here we go. What 1950s dessert made with gelatin, fruit, and a whipped topping was very popular?
Gen Z?
Yes, Gen Z.
Ambrosia salad?
Oh, you're trying to say fellatio salad? I will accept that. Jell-O salad, ambrosia salad. Well, look, that's come to an end. This Generation Wars is officially over. And for the first time in a long time, Alexis, representing Gen Z, is the champion. For everyone out there in the world of Gen Z, congratulations. Bragging rights. Get to hold your head a little higher this week. Anything you'd like to say to your generation, Alexis?
We're great.
We are great. Well said. With the confidence, delivered beautifully. Hold on one second. Get Alexis a prize, and we will wrap up the show with your takeaways after Green Day, KROQ. Thank you, Green Day. We are KROQ. This is Klein Alley's show. Let's get some takeaways, then we'll officially get the hell out of here. Don't worry, Sluggo will be in here in a moment with another spot for you on that standby boarding list in about 15 minutes, so you can go to Dublin, Ireland, and kick off your 2026 with some international travel, this time seeing Yungblud. And then next week, a new band, a new destination. All them details will be coming up next week. But let's go ahead and focus on this one right now so that you can be a part of KROQ's Mile High Club. All right, takeaways, what we got?
925, my takeaway is there's too many car washes in Whittier and not enough on the moon.
That's a great point. It's all messed up, man.
Yeah, we got to have more car washes on the moon.
You don't know what we're talking about?
Money-making investment.
Check out the complete show, available to download wherever you get your podcast. There's been a lot of thoughts about the podcast. A lot of people complaining primarily about how we're doing the podcast.
Yo, what is going on with the podcast? Am I really supposed to listen to individual segments?
No.
Like, is this about ad revenue? Is this Jake dropping the ball?
Probably.
Do more better. I want to listen. Later.
All right. I don't know why people are all upset because of
Allie's fault.
The names are changed.
Please change the show titles on Spotify because I hate it so bad, man. I really hate it. It's the worst.
People are getting very angry
People
about
hate change. Look, I get it. We are still posting the full show every single day.
it. Every day.
We are
Multiple
just having a
places.
little of a descriptor of what's in the show rather than just saying full show with no explanation. Now,
But blame Allie, not me.
pretty easy to see that there's one upload that's 2.5 hours long and the rest of them are 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would be that hard to figure out, but apparently
You
it
guys
is.
need to do more better.
I'm with that person for
Yeah.
sure.
All right, moving along. 562, my takeaway is tourists ruin all tourist spots.
They sure do.
213, agua calientes taste like Christmas ornaments. And 626, my takeaway is we are officially on Eagle Egg Watch.
Yeah, back to Egg Watch again, huh?
Which means Omar's checked out.
That's right.
Omar's going to be on his webcam.
Are they building
Nothing's
the
happening
nest?
this morning, though. No, we haven't seen them. They're just kind of like, bringing twigs here and there.
When did
They're
they
probably
go
out there doing it. They're probably doing it.
Well, when did they get too old to have like? Did they go through menopause? When are they done?
No,
I feel like
I
they're
don't
just
know,
forever.
Just keep plowing, dude. Let's just keep plowing, Ellie. Jake, you have
Another great takeaway.
Jake, you have a takeaway for today's show?
Yeah, seeing a bear on the mountain is very embarrassing.
Oh, yeah, we did learn that earlier today during a little round of skier versus snowboarder. If you want to win that trip, we got one final one to give away tomorrow. Going to be talking to people that are looking to start the year with a big proposal. Pop the rock at Alpenrock. We'll hear your stories tomorrow. Pick a couple and make that magic come true for you. Allie, takeaway?
My takeaway is don't forget to call in on the Goot line.
You got to call the Goot line. It's for the baby goats, of
Baby
course.
goots.
And DJ Omar Khan?
My takeaway is that your parents failed to raise you right.
That's right. We learned that today on the show. All right, great. We'll do it tomorrow. Try to do it better. Stick around. Sluggo will be in here in moments on KROQ. Bye.
Klein Alley Show. Add us to your vision board, along with winning Powerball and marrying someone totally unattainable. Look out, Cher. Daddy's coming. KROQ.